Hello, my sugar love people. Hello, my lovies. Today, we're going to get into our hair. We're going to get into our hair. We're going to get into the different porosities A, B, C, D. What will be good for certain types? Because a lot of people buy stuff for their hair, but it may not be good for your hair. It may not be for your hair. So it's good to learn about the products and which products is good for your type of hair. So we have Miss Anna Banana, who I'm going to invite up here, and we're going to give the show to her. So then she could tell you about hair, and she could also, hey Rocky, she could also show you in her products which hair is best for you. I mean, which product is best for you. Oh, you doing your hair right now? Oh, okay. So we want to get Anna Banana up here. Then we're going to go through here. Then we're going to go through her products. And if you like her products, you can always pick up her products. But we don't need for you to pick up anything that's not for your hair. No, like I said, we watch a lot of shows. And I may show different types of hair. I may show different types of hair. And then you got people that got more than one kind of hair in their hair. Like some parts of your hair is straight, some parts is not. So some of them is different varieties. Some of them are different textures. All in one hair is like so many different textures. So again, what do I buy? What do I do? What do I do? Hey, what do you do? Oh, there she go. Hello, baby.
Hey, how are you today, Tony?
I am good. I am good, thank God. But today, but today is all about hair and cream, butters, or whatever you want to call it. But this what today is all about. So you want to start with the porosities, or you want to start with your products? How would you like to start? This is your show today. So how would you like to start it?
I can explain um, porosity and different things. If you wanted to start with the definition of porosity, though, I guess that would be a good place to start, just so everybody's clear on what exactly we're covering.
Exactly. That's why I said this is your show. Today is your show,
Okay, so
but it's really best to talk about the porosity and the different types, the A, B, C, D, all them little things, because a lot of people buy a lot of products that's not for their hair and they wonder why it doesn't work. And if you know how to do the strand test, some people know, you take a little strand and you put it in the water and then you see how it does. But that all depends on if all your hair is the same way. You may have, like me, I have different porosity, I have different things. So go ahead, baby, break it down.
okay, so for porosity, the hair porosity it comes in two different types, and it's high and low. And porosity just pertains to moisture and how fast or how slow your hair absorbs and holds on to moisture. So somebody with low porosity hair would products would not seep in as much, and someone with high porosity hair, that means that they absorb at a higher rate and higher speed. So with those things in mind, and also environmental factors, I make my products on purpose for different types of hair absorption. And so if you understand how fast or how slow your hair absorbs or retains moisture, you can apply your products better and a lot more efficiently, and you'll have less waste. And it also causes your hair not to be bogged down with so much product, because there is a difference between keeping your hair moist and overusing products. Overusing products is just as bad as not using them at all.
Mm-hmm.
So if you understand your hair, then you can use products better and get them to perform better in your hair as well.
Can I ask you how, like, if somebody's washing their hair, like who's always been washing their hair and never paid it any mind, can you explain? Can you explain like how would they know? Because a lot of people you know watch. Some people's all they know is they use the shampoo. This they never thought about the porosity because they never heard of it. So if somebody's just washing their hair for the first time, and not for the first time, but the first time of them learning what you're saying or what to look for, what would they look for as they're washing their hair?
Okay. So as far as washing your hair, it would also depend on if you ever get buildup with your product. There's little indicators that you might be using the wrong or deficient shampoo. Alcohol you want to stay away from because it's automatically drying. For me, it's about adding as many minerals and fatty acids, vitamins to your processes as possible, more so than using the wrong thing. Natural products have an advantage of never being really the wrong thing. It's just dependent upon how much product you use, how often you use it. With shampoo particularly, I usually go for a clarifying shampoo. You want to stay away from like creamy shampoos. I really don't like creamy shampoos. I feel like they're thicker and they leave buildup behind.
But what
So,
is a clarifying shampoo and what is a thicker shampoo? Remember, we don't know nothing. So you're gonna have to let us know. We don't know nothing.
Okay.
Hi, Nicole. Hey, sweetie.
So I love clarifiers, and anything with a clarifier is going to be something that has something that's going to stabilize your hair or give it a healthy pH balance. And that's what I suggest for anybody starting the natural hair care journey, is to clarify their hair. That means to use any type of product that has apple cider vinegar or lemon juice or maybe even regular vinegar in it to bring your hair down to a nice healthy pH balance. A lot of shampoos have a lot of sulfates in them, which play with the balances of your hair, and it might give you an imbalance, which makes it unhealthy for your hair to grow. So when I say clarifying, I just mean something that actually takes all the oils and the dirt out of your hair in a gentle way that also puts your scalp at a healthy pH balance.
And what about the other one you just was talking about? The one you say you don't use.
Which the thicker shampoos or anything with alcohol in it or an abundance of water. When you wash your hair, you get an abundance of water anyway. So I would definitely stay away from products whose main ingredient is water. You definitely want something that has something with like a benefit to it as the first ingredient.
Oh, now Rocky says, can we find clarifiers on your site? My dogs have some, but I don't. And then
Yes,
she said,
I do have clarifying shampoos.
Yeah, when we get to the product, she's gonna break it down. Okay, can we spray apple cider vinegar on our scalp, hair, or does it need to be washed out?
That depends on what you're diluting it with. Apple cider vinegar is great in your hair, but it's too strong on its own. It definitely needs to be diluted. And then also you want something with that clarifier that's going to replenish. So with all the products, the purpose is not only to do what it's supposed to do so far as moisturizing, sealing, or giving vitamins and minerals, but you also want to add something to those processes. So, or I'm sorry, clarifying. You want to add something to that process like the minerals and vitamins. So I would definitely say that you would leave it in if you added things to it to give it benefit. But yeah,
So
apple cider
basically,
vinegar is great for the head. It's great for the scalp.
when I'm washing my hair, if it takes too long to get wet, that's what. Like for that water to get through.
Ooh,
Remember, I'm just a
that's
regular
that's
water.
low porosity.
Okay, remember, guys,
Yeah.
if it takes too long for the water to saturate through your hair, that means you have low porosity hair. So when we get to her product, she's gonna say, okay, this will be more like for low porosity. So if your hair just get wet immediately, then that's high porosity, correct?
Right. Yep.
Okay. Remember, we don't know nothing. So now it's the
So
different.
if you have low porosity, it just means that it takes longer for things to saturate your hair shaft. It's a different cuticle setting basically. But yeah, low porosity means that if it takes an extremely long time for your products to seep in, you would definitely benefit more from like hot oil treatments, any type of heat to make your hair hold on to the moisture more. It would definitely be an advantage. And on the natural side of that, if you don't like a lot of heat on your hair, you can create that heat by sealing, with things like a plastic bag or, a shower cap over your hair and using your body's natural heat throughout the day. Like maybe like instead of doing a hot oil treatment in about 30 to 45 minutes, you would put a bag on your head with the same product for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And it would just give that product time to penetrate because of your low porosity hair setting. But
Okay.
yeah, there's ways you can work around it. One is not better than the other. It's just different methods of doing hair and different techniques that you use depending on what type of hair you have.
Okay, now Rocky says if it takes too long for the water to saturate the hair, then you'll likely have low porosity hair. And tune, stay tuned for products suitable for your type of hair. Okay, then she says, which one would you consider to be extremely long amount of time? And then she says, good old aluminum foil cap. Yeah, baby, them was good. Them are very good. Very good. I mean, that's all. Well, I'm sorry, I'm the plastic bag queen. But I didn't even know what's porosity.
Yeah,
But
I prefer plastic. I've never used aluminum foil in my hair before.
it was taught
That's a
to
new
do
one.
that anyway. So the question is, if you have high porosity here, remember we was taught to do that anyways. We didn't know high or low. We just was taught to do that to so it can the conditioner could go into the to the thing. But I wanted to ask, oh my gosh, it's this one conditioner that everybody goes goo goo gaga over. And I want you to tell me about that conditioner. But give me 1 second because I got to go see the name of it. But I know a lot of Dominicans and then use that. And they said, some say it's good to use, some say it's not good to use. But I'm going to give you the name of it. Give me 1 second.
Okay. So before we get too far off into this, let me just add really quickly that high porosity hair means that you'll probably use more of your products at a faster time. When I work with people with high porosity hair, like with conditioners and things like that, I put them on for half the time because of the high absorption level of the hair. You don't ever want to over process or overuse products. Sometimes more is not more. Sometimes you just need what's enough for your hair type. So depending on if the hair is high or low porosity depends on how long I'll leave said product in and also how much product I'll use. So those are just differences of hair porosities and how to use products within those two categories.
Okay, what about that yeah, that bamboo, this bamboo silicone. Exactly. Thank you, Rocky. Okay, now a lot of people say it's good. A lot of people say it's not. So what what is in the bamboo or the silicone, or what is in it, that, or is it for our hair?
I have no idea. I have not studied those products because I don't work with them. Um, so I really can't say whether they are good or not. The garlic, definitely, because garlic and jojoba oil is something that I put together, and I use that on people with alopecia and people with lupus and issues with their scalp and growing hair. I do someone's hair right now that had issues growing hair because of an accident when they were younger, and so it just helps to regrow hair because it stimulates the scalp, and it has like antibacterial and antifungal properties. So
Mm-hmm.
garlic is definitely very good. As far as the bamboo and the silicone, and I'm not sure, but keratin is the protein. It's a hair protein, so that's definitely good as well. I can speak to that. But again, I don't know about that particular mixture, and I don't know what strength it is, so I have no idea.
Check it, just when you get a chance, just check that out. Cause when we do a part two to this, you'll know.
I will,
You'll hear a lot of people,
for
like a lot of
sure.
black people, it's like it's gold. But then when you wash it again, some people like, oh, it ain't gold. You only could use it for a certain amount of time. We'll get off of that. Now,
Right.
she said, I have been using silicone mist for the last 2 weeks. I'll get back. Okay, definitely get back with the update. But we want to go more
Yeah,
now.
I would be interested to see that.
Yeah, girl. But we want to talk about more natural right here because maybe the same ingredients you're getting in that with the bamboo and the silicone. But I heard like the bamboo is good, but the silicone is not. I heard like when you blow dry your hair, but some people don't use heat. But when you blow dry your hair, it makes it a
Right.
little bit straighter. But a lot of people is not like me. I don't blow dry, even though for some reason you got to remember one thing: heat does work for some people. I'm the person that
Right.
for things to really get into my hair, I must put a little heat to it. Like, but that's not for everybody. But I do need that blow dryer. I need the heat
Me
from
too.
that, right? But a lot of people may not because they swear against it. But now that I cut off my hair, I don't need the blow dryer right now. But when it was longer, just so it can, hey, Dr. Mira, just so it can sit in the hair and the stuff that can go in. But
Hey,
I
Dr. Amira.
but I would blow dry it like the next day. I wouldn't blow dry it like the same day or a little couple of hours to see, let it set in first. But when I realized, oh God, you need that blow dry. But that's for some people. You gotta know your hair. Some people hair needs the heat. But like I said, a lot of people do not need the heat. Now, can you tell us about the A, B, C, D, E, F, G?
There's four types of hair within black hair. There's four types, and it goes from A to D, and it regulates curl pattern. And D is going to be the tightest. So you are somewhere in that category, depending on your hair curl pattern and how tight that curl pattern is. So that's just what that means. It's really simple. These things are super simple. They just sound complicated.
But we know nothing. So a A would be like what? A B would be like what? A C would be like what? A D would be like what?
A would be A would be very, very, very loose curls, like natural Jennifer Lopez, like and then D would be like me. D would be like oh God, I can't even think of anybody. Like a Vivica Fox. She never wears her natural hair though. Let me think of somebody who actually wears natural hair. Oh, homegirl from oh God, what's her name? She's beautiful too. I can't think of her name right now. Oh my God, she's African. She's a model. Never mind. Grace
Yeah,
Jones.
oh,
Type D hair. There you go.
I'm thinking you talking about Latanga or something, and you talking about Grace Jones. You threw me all the way off.
I was thinking. Well, no, I was thinking Lupita Nyong'o at first, but I couldn't think of her name, so I threw up Grace Jones. But that's what I was thinking of at first.
Me right off. Oh my goodness. So again, so the looser your curls are is the less in the alphabet. The tighter your hair are is the higher you go up in the letters. So D would be like that really tight curl pattern. That's like your shrinkage is like real. Your shrinkage is real.
Yeah.
This Jada Pinky Pie. Yeah, you know, that's the one, that's the hair you look like, and you're like, I ain't doing this today. Nope, I'm not gonna do this today. That was more like the deep. And they had this girl, I'm gonna show her thing. I forgot her name, Nappy something. Nappy something. Oh gosh. I do not like the way they got this. They messed me up over here. Okay, let me see. Maybe she still will be in my memory. Oh gosh. I can't find her. Nappy Roots. I don't know if that's her name. Hold on, let me just check.
Oh, are you talking about naturals?
It's Nappy something. Hey, I have to check. Let me see if I still have it in my library. Let me see if she's in there. Okay, y'all gonna stop playing with me. Take them with you.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second, okay? I don't know where the heck they turned my space on. I ain't been here so long, they don't mess me all up. Now, where's my stuff? Oh, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. It should be, I know why it's messing me up. Unless they took it from me. Street talk. Okay. All right, they must have took that from me. This can't be. This can't be. All right. I know how I'm gonna have to do this. They know they're not right. They ain't right. They done took my daggone things from me. I can't even find it. Who the hell is this? I think my son got something to do with this. Because I see videos on here that I've never seen ever. I ain't never heard of no daggone D Savage. Ever.
Why is he doing that? Well, why is he buying?
Ain't nobody asked you to do all that. Yo, this they are bugging. They are bugging. Okay, I'm just gonna put in hair types.
What? I just got like.
I can't spell.
Smell me now. Smell me.
All right, I got a good one. I got some good ones, but I just don't want the copyright strike. I got some good ones. They got more men. Hold up. There's more men than women. Hold up now. What happened to all the women? They got more with the hair types in the front now. What's going on here? Oh, I've never seen. Everything is men. What they got their hair type for?
You ain't seen these men out here with Put these
Girl,
lace fronts and some more shit.
for black people, shoot. All right, hold up. I had to go. They don't shock the heck out of me. They done caught me out there real quick. I've never, and there's still more men. This is crazy.
So you research
hmm
3 natural hair types you need to stop believing it. Nope.
That's
I think this one would be good for you to break it down. Break it down. Break it down. I don't want nobody else to hear the sound. So what we doing, you know I got to sing, girl. This is so when you get her products, you're buying the correct product if you like her products, which she's going to break down what
Hit that notification bell,
and stuff.
what each means. I'm gonna tell you the second test to determine your hair porosity. This test is called the slip.
Okay, here we go. Now, if you don't like her, let me know, and I'll take her right off. You don't like,
Okay.
you go like, no, I don't like her. Then I'll take her ass right off. Break it down. Now, if you don't like her, let me know.
Okay.
Oscar.
Okay, this is just one. I couldn't pick the ones that I'm used to watching. I've never seen her before because I haven't been on this page in a while. So a lot of my stuff is not where it used to be.
Oh,
Okay, here we
I
go.
got a plan.
Gotcha.
Slide test, which I think is so funny, like the name. So for this test, you take a strand of your hair and slide your finger up the shaft towards the root. If you feel little bumps along the way, this means that your cuticle is lifted and you have high porosity hair. If your finger slips smoothly, then you have low porosity hair.
I got high porosity here for what she said. Now you gotta make sure you agree with that. If you don't agree with that,
Now that I've told you how you can test your hair porosity, give it a try, and maybe this will help you figure out your hair regimen. For low porosity hair. Low porosity hair has tightly bound cuticle layers with overlapping scales that lay flat. This hair type is usually considered healthy and is often shiny. The thing about low porosity hair is that it usually repel moisture when you try to wet it, and it is hard to process since it resists penetration of chemicals. Medium porosity hair, which is often not even talked about, like I didn't even really know about medium porosity hair, normal porosity hair until I was doing my research and learning more about porosity. And I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense that there's an in-between. For medium porosity, it often requires the least amount of maintenance. The cuticle layer is looser than low porosity, allowing just the right amount of moisture to get into the hair while preventing too much from escaping. Hair in this porosity is known to cold style better just let it dry out and stuff like that.
yes, now I read it. Nappy Food. That is her name. That's my girl. Nappy Food. I tell you, Mom. No, you cannot. I keep telling you, my chat is the best chat on earth. I'm gonna have to put that in my thing. We's the best. Oh, hold up.
I need that.
No, that's for Uncle.
I need that.
Okay, now you be good. Nappy Food. So if we don't like her, we going straight to Nappy Food. Thank you so much.
I don't mind her. She's sweet.
Not because, but she got one set of karate. Let me just see what else she got on here before I finish watching her. Because if she's going to sit here and talk, we don't need her to sit here and talk. Nope, I got to change her up. I don't need for her to sit here and talk.
And you definitely get better results as far as with styles and chemically processing your hair like colors, because you can more easily predict the results you're going to get versus a low porosity hair. You may be thinking, all I got to do is leave it on here for this amount of time and I'm going to get this color versus that's not what really happens in reality. High porosity hair usually comes from either.
Okay, I see something that's a little bit better. She's a little bit better. Tell me if you like this one. If you like it, she out of here.
What's up, kings and queens? Thanks for watching.
Because we got to start, getting right with our hair and stuff. We got to start getting right. And I like to bring the people to you guys where, at least if you buy their product, you have, now this chick right here, what she talk about? We might check out later. But that's so we make sure we have the person who does the stuff. And again, if you like the product or if you have special problems and you got mixed porosities in your hair and you got mixed curl patterns in your hair, she will make some. You will have to DM her and let her know, hey, my hair was like blah, blah, blah. Then she's going to make something just for you. The only thing is that being that she's making it just for you, now where else you going to go? Somebody going to make something special for you. You just got to pay her up front so she cannot lose some money because that's only for you. She cannot resell it because somebody else doesn't have your type of hair. Now, let's try this chick out. If we don't like this chick, she has to go too. Let us know she has to go. We'll get rid of her ass too. But I really need for you guys to understand how to take care of your hair and your skin. So it's dedicated to hair, creams, and skin for this particular video. Yeah, here we go, guys. If you don't like her, she out of here.
I asked you guys what you thought about the hair chart, and here are a few really honest comments that I had on my Instagram page. Shawnee Reddick said, I'm not all the way in with it, and it's only because we have a mixture of hair throughout our head. One side doesn't represent the same curl pattern, and naturalistas swear by this, and I have to correct my clients. Her left side may be 4A and back may be 4C or whatever. Just an example that I'd rather deal with porosity levels to explain how to treat the hair with products. Not convinced, but I understand there.
Okay, here, lady. We got different ones now. We got 1, 2, A, B, C. Like with me, I like the size of my majority. I can turn my whole hand to 1, but now it's look like it's from 1, and then some parts it's like a 4. A 4, I can't explain
it. And most people have different curl patterns in their hair.
Yeah, so if you like to break down these hair things, so when we get to your product, you can say from when you seen this one, when you seen that one, this would be the best one for you. But if you want to break that down, you want me to put it back on, it's up to you. And please, people, look at these different strands up here. Like she said, it goes by how much it curls. Like me, I can just wave my hair is curly, but if I brush it, it's wavy. But it does what it wants to do. And then my hair is it's even while it's cut short, I have split ends. Like how does that happen? And this is where you have to go to people who make the products to say, how is this possible? Like, I can't win here. I'm not winning here. It's like Jada Pink.
With that particular, go ahead. With that particular issue, I would say the dryness going up to your scalp is it's dehydration that causes split ends. The more moisturized your hair is, the less it's gonna split.
Well, don't worry, you're gonna fix that. You're definitely gonna fix that one. Damn it! I had to go to. I'm gonna have to get a doctor and a banana now. When it comes down, you have to call. She deserves that too, because she's gonna break this down. Your products handle every one of these that we see here.
Yes. And it's kind of like my products are, because they're natural and because they only contain the benefits for the hair. It's more like salad where you don't have to ask who it's good for. It's good for everybody. Because it's vitamins, nutrients, and minerals that we need on the outside as well as the inside of our bodies.
Mhm.
A lot of the herbs that I use are also taken for like as tea or tinctures or tonics for purposes inside the body as well as outside. So it really doesn't matter what type of hair you have per se. That's only for the carrier oils. The herbs that are used are good for everybody because of what the benefits are, and those are just like benefits that we all can use. There are differences. The only differences in the products that I use for DHT blockers, which we'll get into a little bit down the road, but those are indicative of genders, just because some herbs are for men and some herbs are for women until like the menopausal phase. And then the DHT blockers with saw palmetto are safe for women to use as well.
You ain't had to throw that in there, girl. Now we got to fight. You ain't had to throw all that stuff in there. You ain't had to throw menopause stuff up there. I'm joking, but okay. So now you're trying to say, forget that. Get the menopausal one. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Well, at that stage, you really don't have to worry anymore.
You off with that one. I'm like, damn, I thought I was getting this. Now I gotta get the menopause, menopause one.
It just means it's safe to use. I have one that's good for everybody too, and so I differentiate the men and the women's up until that point. But yeah, now it's safe for use for everything. But yeah, didn't mean to make that sound mean.
All right, so I'm gonna let this play a little bit more, and then again, I'm gonna stop it, and then you're gonna break it down.
Okay.
Okay? And then we don't like what she's saying. She's out.
Method. Jane's Obsession commented, I actually really appreciate the chart because to me, it makes it even easier to describe what's going on with my hair. And even more so for someone with different textures. I mean, isn't it much easier to say, it's 4C in my crown area, but 4A over here, rather than sitting there all day trying to explain. At least with the chart, a person has a good idea of what I'm talking about. And a lot of people have questions about, where's my hair? I don't understand how to assess this. This isn't accurate, whatever. The hair typing chart is basically meant to just have a frame of reference for what texture you are. So if you obviously have a fro, you're not in the ones, you're not in the twos, you are either in the threes or the fours, right? And if you have straight hair, you're not in the threes or the fours. So it just kind of helps everybody have a little bit more dialogue. Now, when it comes to being very specific about what your hair texture is, you usually have about 3 textures on your hair. For me, I'm somewhere between 4A, 4B, and 4C. I got a little bit of everything going on in this hair, but that's okay. I know what it is. I can have conversations about it. I can easily express what my texture is with someone who isn't a professional, and we can have a dialogue that's not super technical. Now, there's another hair typing chart that's like LOIS. It's really complicated, even for me. I don't get it. So there are other ways to assess the hair outside of this, but what you need to know about this chart is a few things. You can pretty much go from here all the way to here by a few different ways: chemically, thermally, and if you just damage your hair too much, then it can get that straight. Now, you can also go from over here to over here if you do a chemical process called perming, okay? Now, I know most people think a perm is when you straighten your hair. It's not. A perm is when you permanently curl your hair so that it has definition. And people do that, believe it or not. Everybody doesn't always want to go from this way to this way. So if you do a chemical straightening, your hair will permanently become the opposite of what it is, and it won't ever get back to that unless you cut it or you grow it out. Now, the same thing can be said if you do a thermal straightening on your hair and take it from somewhere over here. Oh. Now, when it comes to thermally straightening your hair, from taking it somewhere in here to over here to one, you have to be very careful with the amount of times that you do that and the frequency and how often you do it, because that could also permanently take your hair here and you won't be able to come back to where your natural texture is. So when you hear about heat damage, it's primarily because someone has straightened their hair excessive times in one sitting, and also excessively over a period of time, a few months, a year, something like that. Usually heat damage comes in when you wear extensions or when you just only have textures here in the natural space, and you go from here every week, every 2 weeks, every day you straighten your hair, things like that. You're gonna permanently have straight hair. Now, how do you go back? If you want to go back from here to here, the only way you can really go back is to cut it off. It's never going to curl back after you have taken the texture away, which is why it's very important to understand what your texture is and what your limitations are. So I would recommend, if you are over in this area, straightening your hair here maybe a few times a year. If you are going to do it very regularly, try not to put heat on the same section more than 2 passes in one sitting. Also, don't use oil on your hair when you're straightening it out. I know Madam CJ Walker showed us a long time ago, you grease the hair first, you slick the grease on there, and then you go with your hot comb or your heated tool and you straighten it out. What's that doing? It's frying the hair. So you're gonna permanently take your hair from here to there, and you're gonna fry it into permanently staying in this section, and you won't get your texture back. Now, another thing that I want to address is, how do you assess where your actual texture is versus, over time, the hair does straighten out. It does, get looser, things like that. You want to pretty much look at the first 2 inches of your root, and that is normally going to tell you exactly what your natural hair texture is. Now, when Andre Walker made this chart, he did include 2 very important sections. He did not include 3C, which is right here, and he did not include 4C. And I feel some type of way because I'm in that 4C section, so I wasn't included. So I get why a lot of people don't like this chart, because they don't feel like it accurately represents their hair texture. It's fine. At the end of the day, someone was smart enough to say, hey, we need another 2 curl patterns in here because there's a lot of systems that's not being included in this. So they put 3C here, which is more of your coily. This is like my hair goes right here. I mean, it's never gonna happen for me naturally, and that's okay because I know how to do my hair. But this texture is a really nice texture because it can straighten a little bit easier and get over here, but then it also still has a lot of that definition and that fullness and that, big, beautiful, complete spiral figure 8 kind of curl. And now 4C is another section that wasn't included. And, there's so many women that are in this section and either don't know it because they permanently relax their hair, or they straighten their hair on a regular basis, or they're not really sure how tight their curl pattern is. If it's pretty microscopic tight, but then you can still see a twirl, it's in the 4C. My hair is also 4A, but I also color it. And what the color does is it also stretches the curl pattern out. So once again, going back to any permanent services, any chemical services, they're going to move your hair texture down a few notches to closer to 1. So you have to be.
All right. I don't know what this one is, but we're going to go into the LOC versus the LCO. If we don't like what she's singing, she got to go. But I know one is better. Let me Let me just do her again because I think she's very good at explaining. So here we go.
So you're finally supporting his rock star dream because you know you have a plan to pay it off. Buy now, pay later with Planet. One of the many things you can expect when you're with Amex.
That's high in porosity. And on the left side is a hair strand that's low in porosity. Let's start with the liquid, cream, oil method. For much of a surprise because
And then she will break down what porosity is and the LOC against the LCO. What you guys need to know the difference. So after she break it down, we're gonna break. Dr. Anna is gonna break this down, and then we're gonna get into the products. Okay. So now we already seen a list of hair types and curls. Am I sharing this? I don't even know. Okay, we are. Now, Anna Banana, okay, looking at the first three ladies, what like number would they be?
Looking at the lady on the top,
All three of them.
it's kind of hard to tell, but they look like they're going to be between 4B and 4D.
Okay. We're going to check this out. And this lady, I love this lady, but that's why I love her. But when you love somebody, them the ones that hit your ass with a copyright strike. So when you say, oh, I love this person, them the ones that hit you because when you love them, that means that other people love them and they like the way they break stuff down. So when you love them too much, them the ones that they the ones that hit your ass with a copyright strike. So I be trying to find the people I don't like. Well, her I like. So I don't know what she gonna do. Because the more people like you, the more popular you are, the more they copyright your shit. They strike your shit. But the ones you really don't like, they're glad to be out there and they're glad for other people to see their video so they don't bother you. So I don't know what to do with this shit right here. But we're gonna carry on.
the porosity of your hair plays a big role in how your hair responds to products. Think of your hair strand like a sponge with tiny, tiny pores that have the ability to absorb in molecules. The smaller the molecule, like water or H2O, the more easily and deeper it penetrates into your hair. Here's two examples of what a hair strand looks like when it's magnified. On the right side is a hair strand that's high in porosity, and on the left side is a hair strand that's low in porosity. Let's start with the liquid, cream, oil method. For a hair strand that's low in porosity, when liquid is introduced, it'll slowly absorb what it needs and hold on to it tight. A hair strand with high porosity will quickly absorb a large amount of water and swell, which will make the cuticles lift and open up more than a hair strand with low porosity would. When a cream is added, a hair strand that's low in porosity will slowly absorb a little amount of the water content in the cream. The rest will coat and seal the hair strand. On the high porosity side, a lot more of the cream will be absorbed quickly. A smaller amount will coat the hair, and depending on the cream's pH, will even help relax a lot of the lifted cuticles. When an oil is added, for a hair strand that's low in porosity, there's already a good amount of product coating the surface of your hair. The oil will mix in with the cream layer to create an even thicker coat of products. Depending on how low in porosity your hair is, using both a cream and an oil can make your hair feel really greasy and can create too much product buildup. On the high porosity side, since a lot of the cream was absorbed into your hair strand, the oil and some of the cream will mix to create a more breathable coating. With the liquid, oil, cream method, liquid, of course, is the first step, so it'll do the same thing it did with the LCO method. The low porosity side will take only what it needs and hold on to it. The high porosity side will soak in more water than it needs. When an oil comes after a liquid, for the high porosity side, depending on the type of oil, and how porous your hair is, a lot of the oil will penetrate and some of it will coat your hair. The penetrated oil will help the inner part of your hair become more hydrophobic, which temporarily helps hair that's high in porosity not take in too much water and helps the inner part hold on to the water it needs for a longer time, which is a good thing because it slows down how fast water enters and escapes from your hair. An added cream layer will mix with the rest of the oil layer on your hair strand. Your hair will still be able to slowly soak up the water content from the cream if it needs it. If your hair is low in porosity, it'll respond a little differently to the LOC method. For the oil step, it's best to use a thinner coating oil like argan, jojoba, and sweet almond oil, just to name a few, instead of a thick penetrating oil like coconut oil, because hair that's low in porosity cannot absorb a lot of the oil on its own. So thick oils like coconut oil will most likely just sit on the surface and make your hair dry out faster. So for hair that's low in porosity, a thinner oil will coat the surface but still provide a breathable barrier that will help slow down water evaporation. After the oil layer, a cream layer may initially feel very smooth and slick when applied, but will quickly make your hair feel really product heavy, which may or may not be a bad thing for some, especially for those of you with very dense, full hair. So, which method is better? Well, it depends on your hair's porosity level. Hair that's high in porosity responds well to both LCO and LOC methods. So try both methods out to determine which one you prefer. If you find that you're indifferent, I suggest to stick with the LOC method because the oil layer after liquid layer does a great job at protecting the inner part of your hair from hydro fatigue. For hair that's low in porosity, both the LCO and the LOC methods will most likely be too much product for your hair at once. If that's your case, remove a layer and try doing just the liquid cream or the liquid oil method. Also, keep in mind that porosity is a spectrum. Everyone fits on different parts of the spectrum, and one head of hair can have different porosity levels. It also depends on the type of cream and oil you're using. Does the cream have a low water content or a high water content? Also, are you using a penetrating oil or a coating oil? With or without the LOC and LCO method, it helps to ask yourself these questions when planning a new moisture retention routine. I thought it would be interesting to show you a little poll I took on the Green Beauty social media pages. As far as preference, the LOC and the LCO methods are pretty much tied. Overall, methods are great for a starting point and for direction, but if you get too wrapped up in them, they can slow down your learning curve. The LOC and the LCO methods are just two ways to slow down moisture evaporation from your hair. If you keep that in mind, you may discover that your hair doesn't need that much product layering to do the job. As long as your hair is retaining moisture and isn't breaking, there's no real right or wrong answer. Here's a really informative video by African Hair God here on YouTube. He shows an experiment where he does the LCO method on one side of his head and the LOC method on the other side of his head. Next week, I'll show you how to do the LOC and LCO methods based on your hair's porosity. As always, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
Something.
All right, Dr. Anna, you can take it from here.
That was awesome.
Oh, you gotta watch her. She breaks it down
I've been doing the
to the T. I love her.
yeah, that's awesome.
I still can't just get it right.
I've been doing the LOC method for forever, and I really love it. I've never done anything besides the LCO because for me and my hair, and it just seems like the right thing to do. I guess if you could, she said something about layering the products and doing the cream and then the oil, or the oil and then the cream. But for any type of hair, that does seem to be a lot of product. I always say that spacing out the products is definitely best, but it's going to depend on how long between each process, depending on how long it takes for your hair to absorb said product. But I've found that the LCO method is best because oil and liquid don't mix regardless. Like water and oil don't mix. So liquids and oils and putting them close to each other, without a cream in the middle, just seems counterproductive to me.
For me, growing up, without knowing none of this, honey, grease and water was just put that grease on that water, bam. So maybe I think the liquid, maybe the cream and oil, maybe the other one would be for me,
Right. Yeah.
Or
Yep.
or you can try the way that man tried it at the end. Remember, he
Right.
did one half of his head LOC, he did the other half of his head. Okay,
LCO.
okay.
Right.
Let's okay. I'm not gonna say it right. Let's say it the way it's supposed to be said. Liquid, cream, oil. Just so people could get used to what LOC or LCO stands for. So next time we'll say liquid, oil, cream, or liquid, cream, oil, so they can get it in their mind. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Well, go ahead, baby.
Oh, well, that was it. I was just explaining that I think there should be a cream in the middle. I understand the liquid cream oil more than layering them in any other way. I'd have to see that. That's very interesting.
Yeah, but I just think it's a good idea. Remember, of finding out what is better for your hair. Split your hair in half and do one way and do one the other way. Sometimes you have to experiment
That is a good idea.
with your own hair. I wish I can find out. I don't know what video that she's talking about, but I wish I was able to catch the name, but I'm not going to go back to his name to find out which was best for him. But it doesn't matter which was best for him. You got to find out which is best for you. And then you have to understand it. Sometimes you have to change your method depending on if you braid your hair, if you got like braids or extensions in your hair. So now the new growth is going to come in one way and the rest of your hair is another way. So you have to think about all too. Like if you get your hair braided, like if I forgot what they call it, a teeny weeny
protective style.
Yeah, no, they call it a teeny weeny something. They call it when you cut off one ear. But I think that is so not nice. But it's what they say. So a lot of different things. If you want your hair to stay on track, you have to put a lot of things, in perspective. Like, do you wear your silk scarf at night? Do you have a silk pillow? Do you braid it and keep a wig on it? Some people, they job consisted on wearing wigs. So, do you do all of these things? Or do you just, like me, throw in a ponytail, go about my business, and then it's a big poof where the hair, you'll never know how long it is because it's a poof. So, how do you take care of that poof? You know what I'm talking about, right? In the back of your hair where that ponytail is supposed to be. So it's the poof. It's like that thick poof. So that has to be taken care of too. So as we go through her products, my hair is really, mine is too, but it's growing back. But I don't know what to do with it because there's too many things going on here. Too many things that's going on.
I have products for I have an oil that I made especially for protective styles, just to penetrate the braid or whatever is holding your hair in that protective style.
Oh, that is great. So I want to get into your thing right now, and then we're going to get into your creams, and then we're going to get into your soaps. But we're going to, the whole day is dedicated. This over is dedicated to, learning how to take care of yourself, from your head to your body to everything else. This is what today is dedicated for, So now we got somebody that has products. So now we learned about the products. And like I said, if you don't know where you stand, send her a DM. I still don't know what the hell the DM stand for. I call it distant message. People like, no, it's not distant.
You sure do. I remember that.
I like, well, that's what I'm gonna call it. Oh God. Now, her name is Dr. Anna Banana when it comes down to being the Anna, the smooth skin operator. Ooh, she's so smooth. Okay. She grew up not being aware of what healthy living and personal care was. Ain't that sound like all of us? I was 160
Mhm.
grade. Girl, so was I. And I ain't changed too much. But our boss 508 after 12 years of physically training, caregiving, and studying personal care. It's my pleasure to share with you the benefits of what it has done for me in my life. We are so busy from day to day that sometimes we forget to do that care for others. We must first care for ourselves. It is my hope that my products will be as beneficial for you as they have been for me. Okay, so we're going to start with hair. In her hair products, she's going to break down each hair product, what porosity it could be for, and what you could use it for, and all that extra mess. But she's going to break down each one because all of them might not be for you. You know, it could be your curl pattern or it could be your porosity. You know, we got some that will probably go with both. But maybe you don't want the ones that go with both. You want the ones that's especially for your hair. And if it's not on here and you have so many things going on, like she got something for like alopecia, she got a lot of different things there. So maybe it may not be in this oil, but she can make a oil for you. So we're going to start with
Alfalfa and jojoba.
yeah, you break it.
All
All right, go ahead. Break
Okay, so
the stuff. Break down what the jojoba does for you. The alpha, the minerals, the vitamin A, C, D, the Cas, the calcium, copper, magnesium. What is that? Magnesium, manganese.
hold on.
I hear that
Hold on.
before.
So this is alfalfa and jojoba oil. And so alfalfa is packed with vitamins and minerals such as vitamins A, C, E, and K, as well as calcium, copper, magnesium, manganese,
Oh,
zinc,
manganese.
selenium. Yep, and selenium. And it also contains keratin and chlorophyll. So all of those are just in alfalfa itself. So alfalfa is what was put into this oil, and jojoba is the oil that it was submerged in. Jojoba is what's called the carrier oil. So
What is
jojoba can go ahead.
what is psyllium?
Selenium,
Mm-hmm.
it's a vitamin.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's a mineral. The vitamins are A, C, E, and K. It's a mineral. The minerals are calcium, copper, magnesium, manganese, zinc, and selenium. Those are all of the minerals. So it's
Okay.
just a mineral. It is on the periodic table of elements,
Mm-hmm.
and it's beneficial to the hair. It's just something that that gives minerals to the hair shaft and to the oh my god, to the cuticles. Sorry. So they're all just really beneficial, and they're all properties that stand on their own as minerals.
All right, you go ahead and finish.
So jojoba oil contains vitamins B, C, and E, and then minerals copper and zinc. This oil is the hair food, and it's great for feeding hair on a deeper level. It's safe from use from root to tip. And jojoba is a more viscous oil, which means it's good for people with low porosity because it's very thin, so it's not going to clog your hair shaft. And this is definitely good for people after they wash their hair.
You breaking up,
Make
baby.
sure you're using it on a clean scalp to get the most benefit from this
You
oil.
break up a little bit, baby.
I'm sorry?
You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix that. I'm on my Bluetooth. I'm just sitting here. That's
Yeah,
weird.
you know what happens.
Good old StreamYard. But yeah, so this oil is awesome, but it's definitely a hair food oil. So this is beneficial for people after they wash their hair so that they get the most benefits from it. The vitamins and minerals can be absorbed without a lot of dirt or buildup of other products in the hair.
So when we get to the last one, you're not gonna ask your question because I'm trying to keep us off. I'm trying to keep us out of the stores, picking stuff, and coming to where we know what's in there. Because a lot of stuff, people recognize the main ingredients, but all the smaller ingredients they ain't never even heard of. So that people gotta be weird, like, what is this? But they don't look at the other stuff that's added in because first thing they see is jojoba or oil, see like shea butter or yours. But it's a lot of other little things. I mean, look at all the ingredients and some of the stuff that you buy. It's a lot of ingredients. You're like, wow. But people don't look at that. Okay, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, I forgot to mention because these oils that I'm showing, all the oils that I make are cold infused. And so the difference between cold infusion and hot infusion is with hot infusions of oils, you sometimes lose a lot of your vitamins and minerals because of the heat. Sometimes it burns it. It's just like food. When you cook your greens or your salad, you lose a lot of the trace minerals and vitamins. It's the same with hair products. So I prefer not to use heat with my hair products when I infuse them. My oils are infused anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 years. 2 weeks is the minimal. I usually go for about 2 years with my oils just to cold infuse them the proper way. But I don't use any heat with my infusion, so I just want to make that clear before we continue.
Okay.
But I think the next one is maca and apricot.
Mm-hmm.
So this oil is made from maca and apricot. Maca is good for thinning hair and hair loss prevention. So this would be a really good hair oil for anybody who has issues with hair loss or growing hair, anybody with bald spots or issues with growing all their hair at the same rate or speed. It's commonly used in menopause products. Yep. Maca is commonly used in menopause products for the hair. Apricot kernel oil is good for reducing scalp dryness, and the vitamins E and K make this oil a natural conditioner. So if you have really, really rough hair, or you notice that your hair has like a dryness to it, an excess dryness to it, this is going to be the oil that you would want to use. Apricot oil is on the thinner side of oils. So just for anybody looking for lower high porosity.
That helps with thinning hair, right? I got that one, right?
The maca and apricot, yes, you got that one.
All right. So I'm gonna go move to the next one. And if you guys have any questions, please leave it in the chat. Then we're gonna be doing another video. Okay, guys. Doctor. Doctor, you're gonna be the doctor for today because
So this one is ashwagandha and avocado oil. This oil is made from ashwagandha and avocado. Ashwagandha is a form of a DHT blocker. It mimics certain steroids that reduce serum cortisol. Cortisol is the thing that keeps us from growing hair, and it also builds up fat in the body. And this addresses environmental factors that cause hair loss. So in layman's terms, it combats free radicals from the scalp and follicles, which will help hair growth. Avocado, being a superfood, is an amazing oil. It contains biotin, B-complex vitamins, potassium, magnesium, and more. It's great for sealing cuticle cells and preventing breakage, and it's safe for use from root to tip. Avocado is a little bit of a thicker oil. I would say for medium to high porosity hair, I definitely would not put this in low porosity hair on its own. There is a way that you could put thicker oils onto low porosity hair, but again, you're gonna determine that whether it's the LCO or the LOC, the liquid oil cream or liquid cream oil method that you use. The benefits of every oil are there for everyone to use. The only difference is your process of how you would administer them to your particular hair type. So with that being said, avocado is wonderful for the hair. It is a superfood. So what a superfood means is that you could eat it on its own and it has enough in it to sustain you fully, meaning that the vitamins, the minerals, and the nutrients are there for you to live off of this like in the wild, per se. So with that being the case, a superfood is equally beneficial for your hair. It provides an endless amount of minerals, vitamins, and nutrients. So along with the ashwagandha, which is, like I said, a DH2 blocker, it particularly is one of those things that's a go-to to regrow hair. So the two together is it's wonderful.
Okay, Foot Soldier says, my hair is really short. What about texture? I think you will have to be more transparent or give us a little bit more of what do you mean by what about texture? So if you let us know like what is your texture as from the list that we've seen, and then you will see a oil that's for you or a conditioner that is for you. Because you got the soft hair, the soft thinning hair, or you got the short, thick hair. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one.
Okay. This oil is burdock root and extra virgin olive oil.
Wait, I didn't move
So
up yet.
burdock root. Oh, sorry. My bad. I'm on the comments. I was just joking.
I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Wait for okay, there we go. I had to see next. All right, now that's the burdock. Here we go.
Yep. So burdock root is great for various scalp issues, conditions, and inflammation. For this reason, this oil is great for protective styles. This is the one that I was telling you that I made for people that wear their hair in braids or any type of protective style, that it's really good for absorption. EVOO is extra virgin olive oil, and it's antimicrobial and helps to keep the scalp clean. These two ingredients in tandem work to heal various scalp issues that deter health growth. And I chose the EVOO with the burdock root for protective styles, specifically because of the antimicrobial properties in the EVOO. Keeping the scalp clean at a time when you can't necessarily wash it as freely as you can when your hair is not in a protective style is very important when you're picking your oils. You want to make sure that they're geared towards keeping the scalp clean and keeping the hair moisturized. So that's why I put these two together.
All right, she says short, soft, and thin. So after we finish the readings of the different oils, you can now answer her question on what will be best for her. Or you would like to answer now, or you want to go through all of them. So, because it may be not one that you've done yet. So that's why I say you want to wait till you finish with all of them.
Right.
And then you can say, okay, this one will be best for you. But maybe hers.
We could do that. That's fine.
Maybe hers didn't come up yet. You know, it didn't come up yet, but it's coming. She got you, Foot Soldier. She got you. We're going to go on to the next one.
Oh, I love this one.
Okay, go ahead.
So this one is called Hair Growth Oil number 9. I made this one especially for people that have issues at the crown or base of their hair with hair growth. This is going to be, I guess, like a little step before the Chebe, because the Chebe spray is for retention of length. So this would be giving you the retention that you're going to hold on to with that spray. But this in particular is a hair growth oil, and it's made from rosemary, clove, cinnamon, black seed, fenugreek, virgin olive oil, and avocado oil. So rosemary is a hair wonder that is popular for its ability to grow hair back. It's very effective at maintaining growth, shine, and moisture. Rosemary is a product that was used in tandem in laboratory experiments and things like that. They put it up against minoxidil for hair growth, and you couldn't tell the difference between people who had used minoxidil and people who just used rosemary. So rosemary is extreme.
Sorry.
I'm sorry?
Sorry. But you saying words I ain't heard of, so I got to ask you, what is minoxidil?
Minoxidil is a chemical that's given to people to regrow their hair. It's in a lot of men's hair loss treatments, but it's also in women's as well. They usually target women for minoxidil use after menopause because it does have products in it that mess with your hormones. If you hear me say DHT, DHT is a hormone, and it blocks receptors for growth of hair, and it reverses things like your metabolism. Because when your hair starts to recede, sometimes your metabolism slows down as well. That's why you start to pack on pounds and things like that. So when those hormones are blocked, it causes regression of hair. And so products like minoxidil are used to reverse that loss of hair. And they've found that natural things in nature, like rosemary, do the same. And the results are undetectable.
So you trying to say we pack on the
as far as different.
You trying to say menopause, we pack on the pounds but lose the hair? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's absolutely accurate.
Growth from our hair is going into our body, huh? Don't forget at the end, you're going to read everything that Foot Soldier has to say, and then you're going to break her down on what she needs and what she needs to do and how to care for her hair. Because we still haven't gotten to the conditioners yet. We only still on the oils, and everything goes together. So we got you, Foot Soldier. We got you. So we don't want to just do oils. She got other things for your hair too. So we want to. So then she could tell you which methods together are good for you, not just with the oils, but
right.
We got the creams and we got the conditioners and the sprays. So we're going to get to that. We're getting ready to get to that. So then she could say, from what I see that you put here, A, B, and C will work for you. Okay? So we read it and everything, and if you got anything more to say, keep writing it down, because when it's finished, she's going to read what you say in that chat, and she's going to tell you exactly what products you need. And if you got any problem, you know where to find her.
So this oil is very effective at maintaining growth, shine, and moisture, and it's safe for use from root to tip. But the best use for it is scalp oiling or hot oil treatment because of all the properties in it. So what you want when you're looking for something that stimulates the hair, you want to look for something with curcumin in it or the spice. That's why the clove and the cinnamon have been added to this, along with the black seed and the fenugreek with the virgin olive oil.
Well, hold on, sis. Are you on hair growth number 9?
Yep.
Okay, because you started talking, I'm like, I don't know. Okay, we're on point. Okay, but it's really called Love Potion number 9.
No, we're still on the same one.
See, it's really
it really is. It's a hair love potion.
Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure they see it.
So with this, that's okay. So with this particular hair oil, what you really want to do is massage it into the hair because it promotes scalp circulation and encourages product absorption, A lot of times when we put products on our hair, we just kind of slap them in and we don't really work with our hair to force that absorption. So with this product in particular, especially with the cloves and the cinnamon in it, it's going to do you good to just relax, find some time in your day where you can section your hair, saturate it fully, and work it into the scalp to promote that hair growth in those areas where you might be needing it the most. And that's really with any product. I would encourage that manual absorption is manipulated by working the product into your hair and just spending time with it to make sure that it's absorbed. Because a lot of people have multiple textures in their head. So working products in will make sure that absorption is equal on all parts of your hair, whether you have normal hair or whether you do have multi-textured or multi-absorption level rates hair. So I always say that you definitely want to take time and work those products in. But yeah, that's it for that oil.
Okay.
And then we can go past the other one because that's a hair growth number 9 too. It's just a smaller container.
No, this
horsetail
is
and grapeseed.
This is horsetail and grapeseed.
Okay. So this oil is horsetail and grapeseed, and it's good for scalp circulation. Grapeseed is a very, very heavy oil. It's rich in antioxidants. Antioxidants are the things that clarify the hair. And they also contain a lot of vitamin C, which is what the clarifier is. And it contains linoleic acid, which stimulates hair growth and remedies baldness. So grapeseed is really good on its own, but horsetail is really good as well. So the scalp circulation plus the hair growth and remedy for baldness is good altogether. This oil is really good for extremely dry hair, but it's good for extremely dry, high porosity hair. And it can be used from root to tip.
I don't know which one I need now. Shit. Because this one, other ones sound good, but when you said here, not for baldness, but extremely dry hair, I'm like, but then I have extremely dry hair where I'm dry hair, not the majority of my spots. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to do my whole order over, but that's why we needed to get this done today, and we needed to learn about the porosity and then the other things, because this is too much. Because it's like everything you have here is like I need a little bit of this, I need a little bit of that, I need a little bit of this, I need a little bit of that. But like I said, after the oils, I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, now we got organic rose water. Oh, I love rose water, and it's good for your face.
Yes.
Remember,
it's good for your face. It's good for your skin. It's good for everything.
Yes. So get a little spray bottle, get some rose water, or if somebody buy you some roses, you can boil that, make your own rose water, and put it in a thing and spray your face. Is really good. But
that's right.
She's gonna talk about it with the hair.
It's so organic rose water has a lot of uses and benefits. Some of those are mood enhancement, bath water additive, a hair additive, skin healer, and headache reliever. This is a concentrate, and I just bottled it up just to use. This is what I use in my hair products as well. So anything that has rose water in it, it's going to be organic rose water, and even the water that I use has been filtrated and distilled. So I use this in everything. I use it on my face. What makes it beneficial for hair and for the face at the same time is the antioxidants in it. Roses are high in vitamin C, and so they pack a good punch with your hair as well as your skin because they remove free radicals. Mm-hmm. So that's what that is. This is a 16-ounce bottle. It's a concentrate, so you get a lot of use out of it.
So can you use that as a replacement for the L?
On its own, I wouldn't suggest it. It doesn't have enough of a benefit once the rose water dries to be considered a qualifying liquid on its own. You would have to add something else to it. I use this rose water in my my basic bitch conditioner. I do use this as part of the process,
I can't
but
wait for
it's not on its own.
oh, I can't wait for that one. Okay, now we up to the butters, and this is Shea Bitch Hair and Body Butter. Okay, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, this is a shea based body butter, and it is cold whipped. I did not heat this before I whipped it. I just added the oils to the shea, and I whipped it without heat. But this butter can be used for the skin or the hair, and is a blend of shea, coconut, castor oil, jojoba, broccoli, almond, peppermint, and lavender. This product is the C in the LOC moisture method, or the LCO, whichever you're using. And the purpose for this is to put a buffer in between the liquid and the oil. So that's why I like the LCO method, because liquids and oils don't really mix. So I like to put the cream in the middle to just help the absorption of the liquid. So this would be, so how I was saying that the rose water on its own wouldn't be an adequate liquid. The liquid and the cream work together to bond to the hair to give it moisture. And then the O is to seal in the moisture, because oils are sealants. So that's the purpose of using the liquid and then the cream and then the oil. So now that I've introduced the products in the certain orders, it kind of makes more sense how to use them. So this is one of the creams that you would put in between a liquid and an oil. And so this would be a buffer between the two.
So
this has the nutrients and the vitamins in it. So you're not just wetting your hair, you're actually giving it beneficial moisture to hold on to before you seal it in with the oil, if that makes any sense.
when you're gonna wash your hair, that's the L.
Right.
You're gonna put this
Right.
cream in it, and then that'll be the O. LCO.
No, LCO. So the liquid would be the water, the butter would be the cream, and then you would seal it with an oil.
All right, so y'all heard that, right?
So liquid, cream, oil.
So the L part of don't worry about the L part, that's the water. So after you wash your hair
Right.
and you condition your hair, then the next step will be a C, which would be the cream, right? And that's
Right.
the cream that is here or whatever other cream she has. And then you'll put the oils in to seal in the water and the cream. It's a sealing.
Right.
And then you could,
Right.
Put the little twist in your hair or whatever. Now, matter of fact, I got 2 questions to ask, because we got people who don't even blow dry their hair. But them 2 questions will be asked after. I got 2 questions to ask after you finish this, and then
Okay.
get to foot soda. So we want to go on to the next one.
Okay.
Shade. Oh no, I don't. What the hell? It was only you only got 1 cream?
Yeah, I only have 1 cream up right now. Actually, I'm finishing up another cream right now. It's kokum and kupuaku, and it's awesome. And I also have a cocoa butter coming, but I haven't put them up on the site yet.
All right, this is gonna be
The next product I see is rosemary mint hair tea. That's the one I have up next.
All right, go ahead. Tell us about.
Okay, so this is a rosemary and mint hair tea, and it's used for growth, shine, and it addresses multiple scalp and hair issues. This is going to be the L in the LOC moisture method. I use fresh organic herbs to ensure that the most beneficial properties are not compromised. Rosemary is great for increasing hair growth. We just talked about that rosemary is a go-to for hair growth. So it strengthens circulation and reduces hair loss. This product helps and is safe for those with alopecia and lupus. And so how it works is you just spray it on, mostly into the scalp, that you can use it in all of your hair. And this is also a leave-in liquid, which means that you can not rinse it out and it's fine. You can leave it in until the next day that you wash, or whenever you choose to rinse your hair or wash your hair again. But you massage it in, and my blogs have information on how to properly use this product. I've written up the LCO method and the LOC method, so if anybody's confused or coming into the middle of this, you can also resort to my blog on my website. to give you more information about the LOC and LCO hair methods of moisture. But rosemary and mint together are really good for hair growth. I've had a lot of people. I do a lot of hair. I do a lot of lock maintenance, and I've literally seen people's hairlines grow back with just rosemary and mint hair tea. It's pretty awesome.
I'm just for my mother because I don't know what concoction I made. But when she first got sick, and then being from in the hospital, you know, when you're in the hospital, you lay on that pillow, it just all her hair out. I don't know what concoction I put together, but I know I was there every other day, and I grew her hair back. But just so happened. And I mean, she had spots in it, and it was really thin. Now, the bad part about it is I'm in the Black area, right? So the nursing home is majority white, right? I don't know how they go together, but it goes together. What happened is they didn't know how to handle her hair, the beauty parlors and stuff. So I had to cut off all her hair so it could stay. But her hair grows really long, but it's thick. But they couldn't handle it, so they kept messing it up. And I didn't want to go to jail or nothing. You know, I wanted to not be in the army because that's what my mama. I'm throwing grenades, bombs, everything. I'm effing shit up. So after I done grew all her hair back, using these methods that you're saying, I just can't tell you what I put into it because I'd be bored and I do these things. But after I grew all back, and I can contest rosemary oil was one of the main oils that was put in the concoction that I made. So anything that you see with rosemary in it, please believe her when she say it's really good. It is really good. I just can't do it no more. So I gotta pay this chick. This doctor. She's the doctor of the hair. I have to pay this chick, but I don't mind. She does a phenomenal job. And she puts thought and care in everything that she does. You know? So we're gonna get to the next one. Ain't no thank you. You do the damn thing, girl. Okay, here we go. The Edge Scalp.
I love this one. Okay. Yep. This is the Edge Scalp Replenisher. And it's a fertilizer, basically. It's great for regrowing damaged hair or just increasing growth overall. This has completely grown back my edges. I had a couple of spots in the front. Oh my God. Okay. So I twist my hair, my locks with beeswax and honey with a little bit of like olive oil. That's what I use to like retwist. And I guess I used too much honey, or I don't even know, but I had a cotton bandana that I tie around my hair when I'm done twisting. And when I went to pull it off the next morning, it pulled out like the front of my hair because it was stuck to the bandana. So I used this fertilizer, and it thank God it grew back. But yeah, I have ripped out my hair doing really dumb things over the years. But so I regrew all my edges with this in the front. But this is for once or twice a week use, and it's made with lanolin, petroleum jelly, peppermint, herbal extracts, and virgin Jamaican black castor oil. So this is amazing, and it smells really good. But I've oiled my scalp with this just to make sure that I don't lose any hair, because when your hair is sectioned for locks as well, sometimes that middle area can get a little thin and you don't notice it. So this is great for that. Tony, you there? I bet you she's talking and she's on mute.
You know I was on mute. Sorry, guys.
I figured you were.
All right, darling. Let's go with did I change it? Okay, this is the kitchen sink oil. Let her break it down. Don't put
Yes.
it. Don't put it in the kitchen sink though. But let's go.
So this is a cold infused hair oil, and it has everything in it but the kitchen sink. It's a Jamaican black castor oil carrier infused oil for hair strength, support, and nourishment. It helps with shine, prevents premature graying, and promotes growth. It's infused with 18 hair-loving herbs. Some of them are neem, screw tree pods. Oh my goodness, what else is in it? Tulsi leaves, gourd, ridge gourd. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in it. But this is like a hair food, and it's submerged in Jamaican black castor oil. So it's really, really good after wash day. And this is great for hot oil treatments as well. It's good for from root to tip. So yeah.
From the rooter to the tutor. All right, now we have Chevy. Oh no, Chevy. This is a
Yes.
confidence spray. Let's go.
So organic African chebe powder and distilled water are the only ingredients. Sometimes less is more, and this powder has huge benefits. So chebe powder is for length retention and stopping breakage. This is a hair shaft preservation product, and for that reason, applying it to the scalp is unnecessary and damaging. So this spray is to be used once or twice a week on dirty or very oily hair because of its drying nature. So sometimes what I'll do before I use this product is I'll add more oil to my hair, or I'll make sure that it's like before a wash day when I use this product. But you can spray it onto the hair, and you can leave it in the hair until your wash day. So you can use it like whenever you'd like, and then just leave it in your hair until your wash day. It doesn't have to be right before. The only reason I use it right before is because that's the oiliest time for my hair, because I've been adding products to it, for all week, all 2 weeks.
Nicole Foot Soldier, she's going to answer all of your questions. She's going to answer all of your questions. But what I need for you to put in is what type of hair you have. What type of hair you have. So, because she can't answer your question if she doesn't know, like your porosity. We went through porosity, but she can go through it again. High porosity is when what?
High porosity is when products absorb quickly, and it takes a long time to absorb. It takes a short time to absorb products.
Okay,
Low porosity is when your hair doesn't absorb very fast. When it takes a long time to wet your hair, when it takes a long time for products to be absorbed, that's low porosity. So the opposite of that would be high porosity.
all right, so please put your type of hair in the chat. So once we finish, she can read through the comments, and then she can answer all of you guys, and then she can tell you which one of her products is best for you. Because like I said, as you see, everything here is natural and is made for our hair for real. Not by these people not by these Chinese companies and all of these companies that steal our ideas, and then they put what we naturally use in our hair for years, but they add in a bunch of small ingredients that you need your glasses for. So that's extra stuff that you're putting in your hair. Because only thing you seen is, okay, this. Now, I used that thing before. Oh my God, I wanted to know the difference. It messed my hair up so bad. Damn, I told you what it was that I used. Now you're not helping me remember. Y'all know I forget stuff. Shit. It's not Chevy. It's something like it's an Indian thing though. People could either use it to the ink. It's like an ink. It's like a
henna.
Yeah, henna. That damn henna mess henna in my head. My head did not like henna at all.
Yeah, I don't use the henna in any of my products. I don't like the way that it works.
I do not. That's why I was scared of the Chevy, because I'm like, I don't want no Indian nothing.
Oh no, it's African. It's not Indian. I mean, Indian is African anyway. It's stolen, but we won't even get into that.
You know, I didn't want nothing to sound like Henna. I ain't no Chevy, no, I ain't want nothing to sound, because that completely changed my everything of my hair. And I did use it correctly, but it just did not agree with my hair. Okay, you got curly hair. How is the curls in your hair, Nicole? Don't forget to put it as tight curls, loose curls, whatever curls. Remember, for her to answer your question, she has to get an idea of exactly what is each part of your hair. You know, does it dry in the water? Does the water take forever to saturate through your hair? Does it saturate really quick? So then she'll know your porosity. And then she'll know your A, B, C, D, E. Like we all have curly hair, but what type of curly hair do you have, and what problems that you're having in your hair? So we're going to get to the next one. That is my favorite one. If it's the next one, I can't wait for this to come in. I cannot wait. I can't wait. How did I know it was my baby? Ooh, go ahead, girl. Tell her.
So this is Basic Bitch Leave-In Conditioner, and it's made of hemp, rose water, aloe vera, marshmallow root, and coconut water. It's very moisturizing and leaves the hair soft and manageable. This comes in a ready-to-use 360 mist sprayer, and it gives a continuous spray and is reusable and refillable. This product is the L in the LOC or the LCO moisture method. And again, my blog has more information on how to properly use this product. But this is a basic leave-in conditioner, and I love it. It smells like coconuts. It's amazing. It on its own, you can use this if you have A or B type of hair, like 4A or 4B. You can actually use this as a styling product on its own, and it has enough benefits and enough minerals and vitamins in it to leave your hair in a manageable state. I would definitely suggest anybody beyond those to use the creams and the oils after for more moisture retention, but this definitely is a styling product on its
Okay,
own.
put the creams and the oils in after that. I thought you could just use that like when you wanted to.
You can use this whenever you'd like, but
Mhm.
if you're trying to add moisture to your hair and it's not a wash day, you can substitute the water from the wash day with this liquid, and this would be step one. So this would be the L in the LOC or LCO method. But yeah, this would take the place of you washing, so that you can add moisture on days when you don't wash.
So or it could just be like if you already have the oils and creams in your hair and you just want that conditioner, you could just use it as regular conditioner too.
Right. Yes. Yep. And this can be a styling product on its own as well.
And remember, this is made to leave your hair soft and manageable. And it come with the 360 sprayer. And if I don't know how much, y'all know that 360 sprayer is very expensive. Try buying it yourself. And I tell people time and time again that for the stuff that she uses, yeah, you can do it yourself, but it's costly. I know. It's costly and it's time consuming to do it yourself. So don't say, oh my God, look at the prices. But if you try to do it on your own, and then you will have to buy each individual thing that she said and then some, you'll see how much you're saving. Because this is all of these products just to buy itself is not cheap. It's not cheap. I know. I done bought them all. And even for some of them little bags or small bags, they want $14, $15, $20 something for them things. I go to Amazon, take what she got, and then see how much that stuff costs separately. And then you gotta know how to do it and how long to leave it in and all that other stuff. So go ahead, baby.
What are you on? I'm showing my next product is the kitchen sink avocado.
No, mine says Shea Bitch hair and body spray.
We already went over that one though. It's just a different size.
I just pressed next. That was next. Okay, the kitchen sink we went through, right?
Yeah. This one's with the avocado oil. So the only thing I wanted to say is this is a thicker oil. for people with higher porosity hair. And the 18, this is the same 18 herbs as the other one, but there's neem, vetiver, rose petals, and white turmeric as part of the 18 as well. This is great for hot oil treatments, but again, this is better for people with high porosity hair. Unless you're using a cream with it, that'll make it more absorption ready
All right.
for low porosity hair.
All right. So we have the alpha jojoba, the Mecca and apricot, the ashwagandha and avocado oil, the burdock root and Evo. Then we have the hair growth love potion number 9, horsetail and grapeseed, organic rose water and concrete, and shea bitch. Here, you got me cursing. Rosemary mix. I mean, I really truly support what she does. I truly support. Hey, Miss Rod, we're gonna do you next.
Hey, Miss
Right
Rod.
after we finish her, we're gonna do you, and we're gonna do a day just for you. But I truly support her products. I truly support her work. I truly support her soaps because we want to see her soaps.
Aw.
You know, that's why I keep pushing
Thank
it,
you.
pushing it, and pushing it because I know how much time it takes for me to get these oils together. So,
Oh my God.
and I just do stuff off the dome, girl. I wrote down everything and what it does, and I still don't look at what I wrote, right? So I strongly promote her product. I'm always going to promote her product, so you're going to always see this until it just becomes like natural to you guys. Like, okay, so you know.
It holds water and it comes out when I wash it. She's probably got, I think Nicole has high porosity or mid porosity hair.
I gotta ask you the 2 questions. We gotta start with Foot Soldier first, because she's the first one to ask you the question. Am I mute?
Okay.
Now, if you go
No, I can hear you.
I forgot what I was getting ready to say the second question, but I remember the first one. I should have wrote it down. But now, when you go to the store, right, and then you see all of these products, like the hair. What is the name of that? It's like an oil, and it's like called like hair growth or something like that. I forgot. You see it.
Yeah.
I forgot what the correct name from it, but it's like a hair growth thing. Like, can you like tell us like about that product and which one of your products would be better than that? And I don't know if you heard of that product, but you could break down that product against your product and all the hidden stuff that's in that product.
I don't know about the product that you're talking about per se, but I do know that anytime you're looking to grow your hair, you want to go for the most natural method possible. You want to stay away from chemicals, anything that's been added. I would even go as far as to look at what they're packaging their products with, because I've taken the time to look at BPA-free plastics and things that don't, like, I always say to store your oils in a very dark place. Make sure that they're not subject to light to break down the nutrients. Make sure that they're cold processed. Make sure that they're organically sourced or wild crafted. If it's an herb, make sure that the water sources are clean and distilled. And less is more. So anything, like I was saying earlier, anything with alcohol in it, anything with water as a first ingredient, you're going to want to shy away from, because it's going to add more dryness to your hair once that product is absorbed. So it really doesn't matter what's in a product. It matters what's mixed with the product, because that's going to tell you how it's going to sit on your hair.
I want to see if I can find you that product right now.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I would definitely break it down if I could see the ingredients.
Yeah, a lot of people buy that product, and I'm like, it's too much. Too much.
A lot of these companies, these used to be Black-owned companies have been sold. So now Carol's Daughters, like Revlon or L'Oreal or some shit like that, like all of them have been, even Cantu. Cantu is really a big one that used to be Black-owned, and now it's not Black-owned anymore. So if you look at the ingredients, they'll keep the same label, but they'll switch the ingredients. And so they'll add things to them that the older products didn't used to have. I know that I used to love Carol's Daughter because it was natural, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So just make sure that you're tracking your manufacturers. You know who owns the products that you're using and what type of hair that they're geared towards helping, because sometimes maybe it's not even made for your hair type.
All right, they got different ones here, but they don't have the particular one that I'm looking for. Is it called Wild Hair Growth? I think it's called Wild Hair Growth. Now, what about how you feel about like the people who put like, you know what gave my hair a shine like no other? That damn beer. Have anybody ever tried beer in their hair? Woo.
Beer is awesome in your hair.
I mean,
Okay, so things out of your
you got
refrigerator that are good for your hair: eggs, beer, yogurt,
we're gonna break it down.
sour cream.
You talk about here, but let me tell you, you got to let the fizz and stuff out. Miss Darby, you right after we go on this, I'm gonna cut this off, then we're gonna do all of your products. But you have to let it flatten. And baby, I never done it again because I'm too lazy. A lot of stuff I'm just too lazy to do. But that beer, once you pour it in and watch, you talking about a shine? Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yep.
And then the mayonnaise too.
Mayonnaise is good.
Mayonnaise.
Sour cream is excellent.
Oh, I use the sour cream too. And then something else I used that was in the refrigerator. But
watermelon juice is amazing. Onion juice, onion and garlic juice is amazing.
The onion. Like I can't use the bananas. I've been threw up all over everything. But
yes, banana is good too. On your face as well. When you peel a banana, just fold the peel and rub it on your face, the part that was touching the banana, and it's amazing. It's got a lot of benefits because of the potassium.
Well, I will have to find me another potassium. I can't stand bananas.
Really? They're so good for you.
Okay, how do you feel about rice water?
Rice water is one of those things that I would use very sparingly because of the fermentation process that takes place for you to use it. Fermentation is the process with which they tell you to put it in the jar, mix it with the water, you put it in a dark space for it's either overnight to a week or so. That process is what causes fermentation. Fermentation on its own it's a double-edged sword. It's good for your hair, but not in mass use. I would definitely say if you're gonna use it, if you must use it, definitely use it with citrus. Do not use it without citrus because it eats away at the fermentation process before you put it on your hair. And don't use it too often. I've definitely, when I was using it, I would only use it maybe once every 3-4 weeks. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't use it too much. I like to, honestly, overall, switch products in and out. There's no one miracle product that you're going to use for the rest of your life that's going to regrow your hair. The best thing is to switch through and to utilize many different benefits and many different minerals, vitamins, and nutrients for your hair. So the more that you can switch things out, the less tired your hair gets of the same product, the less buildup you get from the same said product, and the more that your hair can benefit from many different vitamins and minerals.
Okay, I'm trying to find the quickest video for Wild Growth, which a lot of people is buying. And like I said, if you look at it, you could tell all the different ingredients in it, which I think is too much. It's too much. I'm looking for the shortest video. Oh no, they got, some of them say they got exposed now. How to use Wild Growth. Well, my thing is smell the itch. I use Wild Growth for a month, whatever. Okay, we're not going to get into the Wild Growth. Wait, because that's basically telling you how to use it. I want to know the ingredients in it. But what I'm going to do is just I just want you to see all the different I want y'all to see all the different, if I can just get a picture of all the ingredients in it. Like what this lady has like right here, it's like 50 million ingredients. I don't know if y'all can
Hi
see
guys, it's Mosha and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'll be making things that red button and subscribe use to utilize and help you to strengthen, and that you can use to utilize and on my how do you use it. So this video, so yeah, this one is mainly focused.
like they're not going to show it the way they should show it, but I want you to see when you look down how many things are really in there. You buy Wild Growth and it's, well, y'all will see it if y'all ever go to the store. But they got the Wild Growth. But I will say, take in mind when you're growing your hair, it's a process. It's a process. It's a process. Cheers from Germany. I shave my head clean if someone finds me. Okay. You have a nice day. You have a nice day, Christopher. Okay. Here we go. Enjoy yourself. All right. Now, remember, when you're doing your hair, there's no special ingredient that is going to rush your hair to grow. People have their own timing on how their hair grow. These products is to support your hair growth because it'll help with the things that you need, like making sure it stay moist, making sure you have your oil, and making sure it helps you with the split ends. So that's what any product is for. So don't say, oh, I got this product and my hair did not. No, everybody's hair grows differently. Some people hair grow faster than others. So don't take a lot of these videos or take a lot what you see and think what happens for their hair is going to happen for your hair. There's not no miracle ingredient out there ever. But sometimes you're having problems with your hair. Like my mother had the bald spots and stuff. That surely did help it, and it grew it back quick. So I got it back thick, but now I got to cut short so I don't have to hurt nobody at the nursing home. Because that's crazy. Okay, we're gonna get to Foot Soldier. Foot Soldier says, my hair is really short. What about the texture? It's short and soft and thin. There is a little breakage. That's it. Okay, so what products would you think that would be best for her? Maybe she wanted a little bit thicker, and she said it's short and soft. Maybe she wanted a little bit thicker and then grow a little bit faster.
I would definitely start with the rosemary and mint hair tea because you want to saturate your scalp and promote new hair growth. So while it is short like that, I would definitely stick to products that stimulate the growth on the scalp and treat the scalp and the cuticle, because you want to make sure that you're providing a nice pH balance, clean and free place for that new growth to sprout. So what happens on the head when you lose hair, and it happens in men, so I'm going to be referencing men just so it's easier for you to understand what I'm talking about. But there's a overabundance of an oil that's created on the scalp, and it's called sebum. And what this does over time is it creates like a waxy substance that forms on the scalp, and that's what keeps the hair follicles from growing. And it also deters any new hair from growing past that waxy buildup. So that's why in men, instead of seeing like the hair follicles, which would be like the dots on the scalp where your cuticles and the actual hair shaft shoots out from, they start to go away because of that waxy buildup that builds up. Now with women, although it doesn't get as waxy, that sebum is still there. So the first thing you want to do to encourage new growth is to remove and to prep the scalp to be open, clean, and pH balanced so that your shaft has a chance to get that hair through, and then that new growth to actually be seen and to actually grow. So that, for that reason, that's why I'm saying that anybody that has any issues with growing hair is going to want to start from the root. That's going to be a lot of clarifying, and that's why I say before any use of my products, it's not necessary, but it's definitely suggested that you start with a clarifier, because that's going to remove, build up excess products and oil from your hair and your scalp, so that you have a clean start to using these products that are beneficial and packed with all the vitamins and stuff that you need, because you don't want to add them on top of any other products that you've been using that might hinder it from penetrating fully into the hair and the scalp.
Okay, you don't have the hair clarifying shampoo yet, do you? So what
I do not.
So what would you say? What will be the best for? Oh, she said she like it short, so it can still be short, but short and healthy.
Short and healthy and thick and pH balanced, definitely.
It could still be short, as long as it's short and healthy. Because I made sure my mother
Yeah.
short and healthy, because they can't handle her hair, and then she got a habit of when it was long to take the braid. Every time you braid it, she take the braid right now, and then it just it gave her something to do with her hand. So now that it's short, that's it. But we make sure it's healthy.
So an easy clarifier that you could use at home is you could add like an apple cider vinegar rinse after a regular shampoo to clarify your hair, and that would just go ahead and remove all the excess oils and any buildup of shampoo. I would definitely do that after my wash and before the conditioner.
Now remember, oh, she said thanks. Okay, remember, so basically, if she wanted to get your hair or your conditioner, which would be the best one for her?
Which, I'm sorry, who was that? The same one, Foot Soldier?
Yeah, what would be the best for her? And she likes to keep it short and warm. We want to make sure
What-
it's healthy.
What type of conditioner?
Which one of your products would be the best for her?
I would pick the oil with the conditioner in it and shy away from using a conditioner at this time with her in particular. With that rosemary and mint hair tea, which one was it? Let me see. It was the oil that's good with conditioning, so hold on just a second. Let me look through. It wasn't the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Nicole, you're next. Nicole, you are next.
So with the rosemary mint tea, the edge fertilizer for Foot Soldier would be awesome as well for regrowing back edges. So you've already got the rosemary in one product. You've got the edge and scalp with the Jamaican black castor oil, and there's another product. Hold on just a second. Does she know if she's high porosity or low porosity? Because horsetail and grapeseed would be good, but with that, if she's low porosity, she needs a cream with it. If she's high porosity, she can use that on its own. So the burdock root and extra virgin olive oil is great. It's a minimal product. The only two ingredients are the burdock root and the extra virgin olive oil. And this will keep her hair clean because it's the EVOO we were talking about before that's antimicrobial. And then it's for various scalp issues, and it conditions. The burdock root is a natural conditioner. So that would be one of the oils that's good. There's another one. The ashwagandha and avocado would be great because this is the one that's like a hair food. So this is going to reduce serum cortisol, which is what we were talking about. And this is a DHT blocker. So the ashwagandha and avocado would be excellent as well. That avocado is a little bit thick, So like I said, if you need a cream, the shea butter cream would work well as a buffer with the ashwagandha.
I think.
I'm sorry, with the avocado.
Okay, let's
With
work
the
on like two.
thicker oil.
Let's work on 2 products that would be best for her.
Okay.
The rosemary water spray, right? Whatever
Yep.
you say. And what would be the second product that's good for her?
The edge fertilizer.
But she never said that she lost her edges. She
It's
just,
for the entire scalp.
It's
for the entire scalp.
Okay, it's for the entire scalp. So now
Uh-huh.
them 2 are best for you. So if you're looking through her website, you'll know, let me pick these 2, because she said these 2 are the best for you. Okay, now Nicole says, where you at, Nicole? Where'd she go? Okay, she says, what is the best way to grow your hair? My hair is curly.
Curly.
Well, she changed it. It's curly. Loose curly hair, it holds water and it comes out when I wash it.
So what do you want to retain your length? It's loose curly. Is it thick? Did you want to make it thicker, or are you just looking for maintenance?
I think her hair is starting to thin because every time she washes it, it comes out. Like, I'm gonna read it over. She says she's here now. Now she has, God, I ain't got my glasses on. Y'all doing it to me. Okay. She said, basically, I think her hair is falling out. What is the best way to grow your hair? My hair is curly, loose curly hair. It holds water and it comes out when I wash it. So I guess she wants something that's going to retain her hair and stop it from falling out. She wanted and she wanted to retain the hair that she has because it's falling out. I guess she's getting older. You know, you get older. Might be the menopause thing that you try to be not nice with. You're going to get there. Don't worry about it.
I would say overall, the same is going to be true. Keep the scalp clean and the pH balance clarified for new growth. But for retention specifically, I would say that the Chebe spray to retain that length is going to work well.
This is why
but I would also.
I went to pick up my email that was on sale and discounted off to pick up my receipt, and I wind up coming home with all of this.
Can you mute yourself?
I'm mute.
Miss Ride?
Look, 2 Nexus, free.
I got it. Go ahead. That threw me. I'm like, what? Go ahead, sis.
So Chebe is going to be your best bet for the retention of hair. I would still say keep the scalp clean, keep the scalp pH balance with clarifying hair shampoos and things like that. But I would definitely say if you're having issues with retention of your length, stay away from ponytails, stay away from protective styles that pull too much. Make sure that your hair.
I can't live without my ponytail, girl. I don't do nothing. Whoop, whoop. Ponytail, but I can't do no ponytail now. I cut off all my hair. But in my mind, my hair's in the ponytail right now. In my mind. But
ponytails pull. They cause unnecessary tension. Anytime you can keep your hair down and in a relaxed state or a regular state would be best, and ramp up moisture because moisture is going to keep that retention. Your hair pulls and breaks at a higher and faster rate when it's dry. So anytime your hair is dry, you're going to experience more breakage than when it's actually moisturized. Okay, and that's with everybody.
Yes. What would be the best, protective styles for anything? What would be the best protective styles?
I don't think there's anything actually I take that back. Micro braids, any type of tiny braids, anything that pulls individually on the hair shaft without much weight behind it is damaging. So if you're going to do protective styles, the best ones would incorporate larger pieces of hair, large French braids, large, any type of braid, as long as it's not pulling individually on too much of a strand. When you do like micro braids or any type of small protective style, you need to make sure that your hair is strong enough to hold. If you're adding hair to the style, how much hair is being added, and is that hair heavier than your shaft can maintain? Because if it's too heavy, that's what causes the breakage. So that protective style is not really protecting anything if it's doing more damage than good. So I would say anything larger is going to be healthier. Any type of two-strand twist is going to be better than any type of braid. And be careful when you're adding excess hair, because that does add weight onto your hair. So you just want to make sure that your style is actually doing you a benefit and not hurting. Anything that's braided too close to the edge of the hair or with too much tightness is going to cause pulling and breakage. So you just want to make sure that your protective style is good for your hair type and the weight that your hair can sustain without damage.
Because believe me, people don't understand. The smaller the braid is, pop, 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 pop. People don't understand that. Now, which one of these products that I would use, like to retain my curls? Like, you wash, you do all of that, and some people like mine's curl. Oh my God, I use that damn Remember I told you what I use, and oh my.
Yeah, you told me you use bentonite clay.
Bentonite clay. Oh my God. I've never been so happy ever, and it was a one-time happiness because I put that damn thing in my hair and messed up everything. I could have just used the bentonite clay. No, I had to wait like a couple of months later, and I didn't even put the thing in my hair. I just used it as a little bit just for a conditioner. But my hair did not go with that. What was the thing I used again? I don't even look at it no more. But the thing with the ink.
The henna?
Yeah, the henna is not good for everybody, especially if you already have dry hair. Henna is not your friend. Now, it says it takes of a protein. So if you're using things that has protein in it, henna will not be for you because that is going to be too much protein, which will also break your hair.
Like, you stay away from keratin. People don't know enough to use keratins properly. I'd never put anything like that in my products because people act a fool. It's one of those things that you have to know how to properly use, or you'll damage your hair. Protein is one of those things that too much is bad.
Now the Shebe I read about is really excellent. It's really excellent. I might maybe if I let my hair grow back, I might cross over and get the Shebe, but it's two different. I just got turned off because I was like, but that bentonite clay. Remember, you don't have to shampoo your hair. That will clean your hair. Now, is that clarifying your hair too with the bentonite clay? Doctor, the doctor too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, but it's not the bentonite clay. Let me clarify. The bentonite clay by itself is not clarifying, but the preparation to put it on your hair makes it clarifying by the addition of the apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, I use apple cider vinegar and a little.
So it becomes a clarifier when you So when you make it, it becomes kind of like how
aloe vera, little aloe vera oil in the aloe vera oil, aloe vera itself, not oil, but
the thing is to bring your curls back. Bentonite clay is good. Flaxseed gel is good.
Yeah, but
aloe vera gel is good.
But what it did was it had it hanging. I didn't have that shrinkage. It didn't have the shrinkage. But baby, but then when I tried to use it again after I had used that damn thing, which I'm so pissed about. But I watched too many of these videos. I got souped up. It's all right. But the bentonite clay didn't work anymore. But now that I'm starting off all fresh, that I'll probably wash my hair with the bentonite clay again, start that again. So even though my hair is short, my curls will pop. Well,
the cool thing about moisturizing your hair, and especially with things that have vitamins, nutrients, and minerals in them, is that all of the things you'll start to notice, because it happened with my hair as well, your hair will naturally fall. Moisturized hair is longer than dry hair because dry hair tries to go back up to the scalp for the origin of moisture. Your hair curls up basically way more when it's not moisturized. When your hair is in a moisturized state, it's a lot longer. The difference is like when you wash your hair and it's wet, even though you get the snapback, it might not be the full snapback that you get when your hair is fully dry. The reason for that is as it dries, it gets shorter. So when you leave your hair in a moisturized state and it starts being used to being in that moisturized state, you can get length out of your hair just from proper moisture on its own, regardless of what moisture method you use. So that's the really cool thing, because I've noticed that you can actually increase your length just with moisture, anywhere from half an inch to 2 inches.
I noticed that. I should have been doing that too, you know. But a lot of people too, when they use the certain type of it's another method, I forgot what it's called, but it's so when you sleep and your hair can sweat, and the sweat of that will be the moisture, what will keep it moisture. I forgot what method it is. There's so many methods out here, but we're going to keep it method free. Just like I said, after we finish with the soaps and everything else, we're going to tell you, we're going to put the link in there. And like I said, if you have any questions, DM her, or when you go on the site, DM her or put it up in there. And if you're figuring that everything that we say does not fit you or your hair, it's okay. She can mix and mingle and make something just for you. But only thing is you have to pay the price for that, because if you don't want it, she can't sell it to nobody else, because everybody got different hair. So it'll just be sitting there, you know? Even though you got to pay before you buy your stuff anyway. You got to do that anyway. Well, that's really especially with that. And that, if you have any problem with that, then I don't know. But we also gave you other things that you can do, like the Bensonite clay. Remember, she doesn't have shampoo. So the Bensonite clay may be good for you to wash your hair, and it also takes out a lot of stuff. We told you you can also use Bear, but that's like after you finish. So she also told you other things that you can use that go with her product, you know. And there's other things too. Bensonite clay, I just love it for me. But it's other clarifying things.
It's really good. I like it too.
So it's other things that you guys can use before you put that in your hair, you know. So, but I don't know.
Yeah, you can also double up on these products. You guys should see my wash day. It's quite ridiculous. I start like 2 days before I actually wash my hair with putting products in and taking products out, and it's a whole. It's
all right, now it's the hair mask. That people,
the what?
The mask, or whatever you call it, that people put in their hair. Let me go check. I gotta get back up and see. Tell you what I'm talking about. Yeah. No, no. I ain't got my glasses on, but it's called a treatment mask, MASQUE. So can you explain, like when people buy that, the hair mask?
Yeah. So there's plenty of products, and they usually come in like sprays, masks, teas, rinses, but they all do the same thing. They're all meant to be like added boosts for your hair, and it just depends on what the product is targeting.
for shampoo. So that's not, y'all let them know that's not clarifying. That's like strengthening, or let us know, because before we use your products, we have to use something else before that. So far as before we get to use your products, we want to use like the right shampoos and the right conditioners, the correct ones. So they got the hair mask, but you just stopped in saying the clarifier. So like with the treatment mask and the clarifier, like what's the difference in that?
The difference is just where you're going to use the product. So a mask would be used after your shampoo, but before your conditioner. So they're just different methods in processes of getting your hair washed, conditioned, moistened, and styled. So a mask, so the mask would be something that you put on. It'd be like a booster to your conditioner. It'd be something that you use just to add something to your hair that maybe your conditioner didn't have.
I was doing it wrong all this time.
And yeah, that's another thing. And so I've already worked on in my blogs, I've worked on the order of operations for facial products, and I've worked on the order of operations for hair care products. So now I'm working on the order of operations for skincare products, because a lot of people aren't up to speed on when or where to apply a product to maximize its benefit. So where you use the product is just as important as what's in it, so that you can maximize what you're getting out of it. Some masks you don't even rinse out, in which case you wouldn't need a conditioner. Some masks you do rinse out, in which case you would want a conditioner. So it just depends on the product, what's in it, and what you're trying to get it to do to your hair. You're basically, you should be having at all times a conversation with your hair. You're telling it to do something, and these products are what you're getting to get your hair to do what you want it to do. But if you don't know where to put them in the order of how they're used, then you're not getting the benefits from them that you should. So that's just
right. That's just like
as important.
Vagina talk. Okay, this is what did you need with JJ? You gotta talk to your hair and your vagina all day. they both do what they want to do, right? Oh my God! Do you start making stuff for that? For the BJJ, and we do another one. As she grow, we gonna grow with her. Right? I'm her number one sponsor. Now, I know they probably saying, "What the hell is this on the screen? Why do I see Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers and what the hell? Oh my gosh!" Well, I just gotta know that the holidays are coming up, and these are soaps. But she is so intricate with her soaps, so they will be very good gifts. Now she's going to tell you, believe me, you're not going to have all that on you. It's going to wash off. So it looks good, it makes good gift, but if you want to use it for yourself or you want to give it to somebody else, it washes right off with the water. So don't be scared with the Freddy Krueger and all the other stuff, but that is soap. So let's get into her soaps, right? I left it there like, what the hell is this? Well, we're going to get to her soaps. I did that on purpose, though. Okay, here we go. We are going to start with Beetlejuice soap.
Yep.
Okay,
so this is a Scarab bar. And this is actually, and I forgot to put it on here, but this bar is shea butter and activated charcoal, and it actually has volcanic ash in it. And so it's a clarifying bar for the body, much like how we were talking about clarifiers for the hair. So with your body, the same things happen on the inside and the outside. The same things in natural products you can use for your hair as well as your skin. So this bar is really good for, it's not made for everyday use, but it is a clarifying bar that's good for absorbing toxins and cleaning out pores. And so it binds to the dirt and oil and pulls it out of the skin. What I use this for is after exfoliation, which that's another thing. I have to put my body scrubs on the site. But I do body scrubs, and usually they consist of 3 main products. That's sugar, salt, and then I'll also use like a baking soda for major pore extraction because of the smaller granules, so it gets into the skin really well. But so sometimes I'll use I have a pink Himalayan salt that I'll use for a body scrub, or I'll have like a sea salt, a dead sea salt that I'll use as a body scrub base. And then so after I scrub my body, I'll use this clarifier bar, and it just gets all of the dirt out of the pores that have been opened by the exfoliant. So this is awesome for resetting the skin, for getting clarified pH, and it's good for excess oil on the skin. So if you have an over oily face or an over oily body, this will keep that in check.
Now I gotta give her more money. I just don't like you. I really don't like you. Now I got my next order. Now I gotta get the soap since I can't stand her. Oh, okay, we gotta go to the next one because we want to speed this up because we gotta do Miss Rod next. Okay, take 2, but don't call me soap. Okay, don't call me, but take 2.
Yep.
Let's go.
This is a plague doctor soap. This one actually does not have volcanic acid. It's just the activated charcoal with shea butter. And it's the same as the clarifier bar. It works exactly the same, but it's just a different mold.
Okay. Oh, we got the big old killer soap.
Killer soap number 2. So I'm doing a killer soap series because I love scary movies. So that's where this came from. I'm actually working on Hannibal Lecter and Leatherface right now.
But you're not gonna find is soap like this, and it's crazy because I'm gonna play this whole video on my other channel, but we're not gonna have to talk because we're talking now. We're just gonna let that just play in full. I'm gonna take the same thing and play it over there too. But where else is you gonna find soap that's done so integrate? I mean, to the teeth, to the eyes, to the nose. I mean, where else are you gonna find soap like this? That would make great Christmas gifts. It would make great gifts. And it's nothing but, I forgot what you put on it, but it washes right off. Then you just got the regular soap. But this bar is made with Lick Me All Over fragrance, baby. Lick me. It may be scary, but you're going to get licked on after it. Don't worry about it. After you scare the hell out of them, they're going to lick you up.
That's right.
Oh, God. But, okay, now we'll get to the next soap. Uh-oh. Ooh, killer
soap number 1. Yes. This is a men's fragrance. So the other one was a women's fragrance. This one is a men's fragrance. The bar is made of shea butter and Yves Saint Laurent Y men's fragrance. And the notes include bergamot, sage, and ginger. The smell is clean, fresh, and youthful and lingers longer than most. I love Yves Saint Laurent. I love all of the fragrances. They're so clean. They're just really nice.
You getting on my nerves. I wait till my next order. Oh God. Oh, I gotta do a next order. I'm gonna put some things in your ear so you can make it too. I'm gonna put some things in your ear, and one of them is gonna be named after me. Sugar something. Sugar something. In the name. Damn it. It's gonna be Sugar Love. This is the Sugar Love or the lovely sugar. Whatever. She gonna have to get it together. Okay, take a chill pill. Now,
so this is the same fragrance, but it's a different mold. It's shea butter and Yves Saint Laurent Y men's fragrance. But I just like to do different molds. So sometimes I'll make a soap base and I'll pour it into multiple things. So this is the second mold for the same scent.
Oh, let me go to the next one. My grandson giving me kisses. Okay, now don't be scared. Don't be scared to put that in your pocket. Just don't get caught by the popo, right? They may not think it's soap, but break it down.
So this clarifier is a little bit more than the other ones. So this one doesn't have volcanic ash in it, but what it does have is the shea butter base with activated charcoal, but I added tea tree, spearmint, and wintergreen. So it's very fresh and it's meant to reset the skin. The tea tree is very healing. It's good for skin issues. It's good for eczema. It's good for any type of, like, if you have open wounds or gashes, or sometimes we nick ourselves when we shave. Tea tree is very healing for things like that. It's not meant for everyday use, of course, because of the activated charcoal, but it is safe for use once or twice a week. And this would be in conjunction with any type of exfoliant, like I was explaining earlier. But yeah, the essential oils in this one are meant for healing properties that the other two don't have. So I give you like 3 variations. Sometimes it's just activated charcoal. Sometimes it's activated charcoal and volcanic ash. And then sometimes it's activated charcoal with tea tree, wintergreen, and spearmint. So.
Yep, I'm gonna get that. After I get this order, now after I get the correct order, because now we have to change up some things. We have to change up some things. I already told you how my hair was, though. You should have. I told you should know which one to pick out by now.
Yeah, I do. I sent you the list.
Okay. Okay. No problems. And then, like I said, tomorrow early on my other channel, I'm gonna play this again. But then we don't have to talk. All we have to do is sit on a thing and play it again. So it'll be played on both channels. But I have to start introducing this channel to all the good stuff that we have on the other channel, so you guys don't miss nothing. So let's go to the next one. So, because we got to get Miss Rod in there, because okay, we still got time. Oh, this is so pretty. Stay Gold. Like who wants to use this soap? I swear for goodness. You know what? These soaps. Now, is it that size or smaller?
It's a 4-ounce bar. It's about the size of a regular bar of soap.
Okay, and it's thin, or is it a little bit thick?
It's not thin. It's thick. It's about an 1.5 to 2 inch thick soap. Yeah, it's a regular size bar of soap. It just looks like that because I took the picture from on top of the bar.
Well, hopefully, when the season come in, you'll wrap it up so we can already have it as gifts, so we ain't got to do it. But
yes, I do. I do gift wrapping as well.
I'm lazy as heck. I'm putting it on her. Can you wrap it up so we ain't got to do it? Yes, hey.
I sure do.
Yep. For the holidays, right? Not because I don't. Nah, I wouldn't do the wrap. I don't wrap no gifts. I put it right in the bag and go Merry Christmas. I don't believe in Christmas anyway. But I do believe in exchanging something. I just see it as an exchange. I don't see it as it's a gift. So, and you would not get it on the 25th. You would get it in November, or you would get it in January. You would not get it around Christmas time, just to make sure that, to let you know I don't do that. But if you got me something, hold it. We'll exchange it a different time. Now, this is beautiful as a nice, beautiful gift to somebody. But again, it washes off. Don't think that stuff is going to be in your skin or in your body. Okay, so we're going to get to the next soap, which is beautiful. Fight Club. Now she had to put the Fight Club in there. So, gangster.
Because some people want to get bowdy.
Oh, crazy. That's
the same. It's a clarifier bar.
And it's activated charcoal. This is a clarifier and not made for everyday use. Effective at absorbing toxins and cleaning out pores by binding to dirt and oil on the skin. Works best for body exfoliation. I know I said it wrong, but it sounds good to me. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Tainted Love. Tainted. Sometimes I feel I've got to Run away, I've got to. When you got to do all of that, then hit them in the head with the tainted love. Like if you ever feel like your love is tainted, hit them right in the head with the soap, and then go get the soap back and use it to wash. Right? All right. This is good love. Go ahead, darling.
It's the clear glycerin and lick me all over fragrance oil. It's soft and seductive, and it does smell exactly like candy. So not only does the bar look like candy, but it smells like candy too.
And I'm telling you guys, like sometimes when you at late at night, and you got your little boo or something, and you really can't wait to get to your boo. That soap is so good that you ain't got to put the lotion and stuff on it. He's still like, you smell good. So
It really is.
sometimes it pays to have these type of soaps because you want to get to having sometimes you use the soap and then that soap smell is there. Sometimes you want that fragrance there, but you don't feel like waiting to get all lotioned up and everything. You just want to just come out the shower, smell good, and get to your whatever you're going to do. Right? So that's why. But it comes with the lick me all over fragrance, which is good within itself. Right? Now, oh my God, I love this one. Under the Sea Hag soap. Ooh. Look how intricate that is. Ooh.
Thank you. I like this one too. It's the same clear glycerin soap base in the Lick Me All Over fragrance oil, but I had to just paint it because the mold was just really pretty. So I sometimes switch all the molds that I have, I can put any type of fragrance oil in. I really like that Lick Me All Over. It was really good. I may have made a lot of it because I used a lot of it.
You like to get licked, huh? Okay. I didn't say it. You said it. She said, I do. I'm just saying.
I like the smell. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always getting in trouble. But they said if I only repeat what they said, Oh my God, I got into a fierce argument yesterday. At 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even know it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm arguing. Right? That's terrible. But we're going to get to it. Maybe on my other channel, I'll speak upon that beautiful argument that I had with that lady.
Beautiful argument.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I always call everything beautiful. Okay, we got eye soap. That is for y'all regular. This for y'all regular folks. You know what I'm saying?
I love this. I love this soap. It smells so good. It's Clinique Happy. If anybody's familiar with Clinique Happy, it's a really florally fragrant smell. Mm-hmm. The bar base is made of shea butter, and it's a women's fragrance. It's flowers and citrus, and so it smells really good. It includes notes of Hawaiian wedding flower, bergamot, and spring mimosa. I wear it all year, but it's really good in the summer and the fall because it's so fragrant with citrus and flowers. But I love this smell for an all year round. I really don't even care. But yeah, it's a very popular women's fragrance.
Now remember, is these projects are these okay? I personally went in because of the fragrance, but y'all can do what y'all want to do. But I personally went and used that on my BJJ. So have something else for your BJJ. I would not. I mean, you can, but if you don't want the fragrances and stuff on your BJJ, just keep that in mind. So as you wash, whatever, you may want to say, okay, I'm not going to use that for my BJJ. Or you may want to use, especially with the Lick Me All Over. You may want that for your BJJ. But some people with BJJs are sensitive. So then you can't have the chemicals or the fragrances on your BJJ. Now, then I'll be forgetting. Now with these soaps, I forgot I was going to say, when I remember, I'll say it. Oh, I love the design of this one. And it's not one I haven't loved yet, right? Okay, go ahead. Lotus Surprise. You laughing my ass off soap.
Yep. This is the Lick Me All Over base with the clear glycerin. And this is the lotus flower. I love this mold. It's really pretty, but I had to paint it. So this is actually one of the ones I sell the most of because of the flower.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. And like I said, Christmas coming up, that'd be a nice quick little gift. And that's what's next. Okay, limestone soap.
Limestone. Yep. This little stoner bar is made with a combo of oatmeal, shea, and hemp glycerin soap bases. It's made with tangerine, lime, and bergamot and smells very vacation-like, and Snoop Dogg would be very proud. So this bar is basically for maximum hydration with antioxidants and vitamin C. That's for the tangerine, lime, and bergamot. A bergamot is just a concentrated form of a lime.
The oatmeal in it, the oatmeal in it itself is good, especially if you have any if your body is sensitive. That's what I was going to say. Like if you have sensitive bodies, this would be a soap for you. Because sometimes
it's moisturizing and calming on the skin. Yep.
Right. Because of the oatmeal and the shea butter, if you have sensitive skin, this would be the better soap for you, I think.
Yes.
So maybe
and glycerin is a water retention. It's for water retention. It holds water, so it's good for moisture and it's good for healing of the skin because it adds more moisture as a protective layer to the skin.
And then the lime part in it too it's like I forgot what you call it, but the same way. Like when you're sick or something, you drink that, you put the lemon on, you put the lime in there. So that would be very good for you. I mean, everything she has in this soap is really good. When all of that washes off, don't worry about it. Then you stuck with the real soap. So if you have sensitive skin, I think this would be the best one for you because it's really no fragrances in it. This is like lime, tangerine, which is citrus, which is good for you. And then a lot of people use the lime or the lemon on their face anyway to clean it. So people use that on their face. People use that on their face anyway. And then with the oatmeal itself, the oatmeal is really good if you have like psoriasis and all them other type of things. The oatmeal is really great. Now, I don't know what the bergamot is for. She got to say the bergamot.
It's just a concentrated form of certain types of lime. It's a lime base.
All right, but like I said, if you got sensitive skin, we even got something for sensitive skin. And this would be because the other ones with all the fragrances may not be for you. But this one right here would be for you, the limestone soap. Okay, one more lime soap.
So this is a simpler option. The limestone had a lot more in it, but this is the basic hemp glycerin soap made with lime and bergamot. This is going to be for those that want a cleaner experience. It is for people with sensitive skin, but for people that don't do well with oatmeal. Some people actually don't like oatmeal in their soap, so I made two different types. So this is the same hemp glycerin soap with lime and bergamot. So I always like to do options for people because what works for one person might not work for another. So I do like to offer with and without certain products.
Well, then get both. And then get both. The more the merrier. And don't forget, after this when school come back in, we're gonna be doing another promotion. And in November, we're gonna be doing another promotion. When you buy the stuff, you will get 10% off. Not saying that you can't buy it now. The more that stuff you buy now, she still may give you a discount depending on how much you buy. But we know school is coming back. And we also know people want to get their hair right. So don't wait. Buy enough, she'll give you a discount. But she's one person that's knocking all of this out herself. So we have to support the channel. Now we're gonna go to where you at, baby? A patch.
Patch
What?
Adams. Patchouli Adams.
Mm-hmm.
This is the body wash. It's a patchouli-based body wash made with organic body wash base. Patchouli is a strong scent and very delightful, yet heavily musky. It's good for oil control and balancing over oily skin, treating certain skin conditions, easing upset stomach and headaches, as well as controlling appetite and anxiety. So patchouli, when you put it on the skin, it acts as an antiseptic and an antibiotic. It's a cleanser, and it stops irritation of the skin. People that have like rashes or eczema, it dries. It's very drying, but it's also very cleansing. So it's good for oil control as well, and balancing of over oily skin because of its drying properties. So it's perfect for people that have various skin issues and conditions because of the way that it's able to keep the skin clean.
Mm. So again, this is another thing for sensitive skin or problem skin. If you like this soap, check it out. Okay, where we at now?
Ford Focus.
I'm trying to get to the next. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got the bars. We got the bars. This basically is soap and shit. We got the bars 508. This is, she let you know, this is me.
So I love Tom Ford. Tom Ford is amazing. He makes a lot of really nice fragrances. So this is my version of Tom Ford Fucking Fabulous. It's a men's fragrance and it's ridiculously clean. It kind of smells like peaches. It's more on like the spicy, warm fragrance table. But it's made of, the base of the bar is made with carrot, cucumber, and aloe vera in a clear glycerin. And it's a men's fragrance that's described as spicy, warm, and decadent with notes of leather, tonka bean, and sage. All of my fragrances are also available as oils or body washes. And this bar is awesome. The smell lasts so long. I've gotten such good compliments on this. But I love it. It's a very clean fragrance. And it's brand new. It just came out.
Ooh. I ain't no man, but I got a son. My favorite. This is my baby right here. What up?
So what's up, Doc? So this soap, you don't have to pack a damn thing, but this soap is a whole vacation. This loofah wheel is made with lovely coconut and a carrot cucumber aloe vera soap base. So this wheel is for exfoliation purposes. I know a lot of people like to use those puff sponges, and those are really horrible. They grow mold and bacteria when you use them. People don't clean them properly. They're just really disgusting. So what I've opted for instead is cleaner ways to get exfoliation out of your product. So one of those ways is to add loofah into your soap, because it tells you when the soap is gone to throw the loofah away and to get another one. Sometimes like what you're using is not as important as what you're washing yourself with, because if you're using something, I don't use my face cloth more than once. I don't use my towels more than once. And sometimes I opt for washing my face with paper towels just because they're cleaner and I can throw them away when I'm done. Mm-hmm. So when I'm using a product like African Black soap, which is like a big block, sometimes I'll cut a piece off a paper towel and use that to wash my face, as opposed to a washcloth that might have detergent left in it or things like that. So I'm really big on getting rid of and cleaning and keeping clean the things that you clean yourself with. And so these soaps are a good way to do that, because they will let you know when it's time to let go of the loofah.
How many uses you get out the loofah?
It depends on how long you wash. So the soaps are glycerin, and so they do melt in the water if they're kept in wet places. The best way to use them is to use them and then store them in a dry place. But if that's done, you get more uses out of them. But again, it just depends on how much you use it.
So the whole thing melts. as you use
Yeah,
it.
as you use it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. All right. So keep it in a dry place. What that I would probably use a regular soap and then use that afterwards. Or
And
like
it's the size of a regular bar. These are all these soaps are between 3 and 4.5 ounces. The clarifiers are a little bit larger, so sometimes they'll be 5 or 5.5. But all of these are regular sizes of soap. So whatever you're getting out of a regular size, it's gonna be comparable to that.
well, I think I would still use that with some lick me all over. Right.
I could make one with Lick Me All Over in it for you. I actually have your ghost milk has a specialized fragrance in it too. I think you're gonna like it a lot.
I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing. But I am because you gonna help me get a man this year, girl. Because you gonna make sure a girl is right. I think I am. I thought I wasn't messing with you, but now that I think about it, I'm messing with you now. I don't dislike you anymore.
Oh yay!
Right? Because I be going outside, they be like, oh damn. I'm like, well, lick me all over, baby. But I think the smelling that is just as good.
Yes, this one it smells like coconuts. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean you could do different ones, but to me, this is what you got in here is just like perfect already, you know?
Thank you.
With the coconut and the carrot, which is really good for your skin, the cucumber, which is really good for your skin, the aloe vera soap base. I mean, everything you have in here is absolutely good for your skin.
Yeah. Well, you have to make sure. So when you're exfoliating, that's the time when you want a lot of good things touching your skin. It wouldn't have been proper to put a lot of fragrance or anything else in this bar because you're literally taking off the dead layer of skin on top. So you want to make sure that you're putting behind it something that's healing.
Yeah, but that I would just keep that where I really wouldn't want the fragrance in that.
Yeah.
Just the point of the cucumber, I mean the carrot alone, which I
Right.
sit up there and make my own carrot stuff. I was bored, but I don't know if I'm ever going to get back to that place anymore. But the carrot is very good for your skin.
Yep.
So I wouldn't want to mess with that.
Right.
Right. And if you want to make different kinds of that, that's up to you. But the carrot and the cucumber, because the cucumber, well, it's hydrating your skin.
Right. Yep.
You know, so you got the carrot that's really good for your skin. Then you got the cucumber that's hydrating the skin. Because even though you're in the water, it's not hydrating the skin. The
Right.
water, people think when you're in the shower, you're hydrating your skin, but you're really not. You're just washing off the dirt or whatever. You need something that's going to hydrate the skin. And cucumber and aloe vera is very good. You know, like I said, you want to stay natural as possible. So this is my baby right here. But I just hope I don't bite it because it look like a nice cut orange or something. I be biting and go, this is not what it's supposed to be. Okay, let's see what else she has so then we can get into Miss Ride or Die. Okay, we got bars, 508 soap and chip.
So this is our version of El Home Libre. The bar is made of white soap and contains a men's fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent. This soap is fresh and youthful with notes of violet leaf, pink pepper, and vetiver. It's also available in a fragrance oil or a body wash. And I discounted this soap because I was messing with my soap stamp.
No, now I have to get some because you went down. But I want to get a couple of them. Is there a discount part on? You know, I don't do websites because me and websites don't get along. For some reason, no website. But if you got any other discounted stuff, let us know what the discounted things are so people can have. Some people pockets are low, they can go straight to the discounted stuff. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
So you could put that in your thing, you know, everything that's discount. And then they can just go for discount stuff. They can just go straight there and see everything you have for discount.
Okay.
now that I see discount, I can get a couple of them for my son. You know, I think he will definitely enjoy that. And she got the body wash. He likes body wash too. Is the body wash also discounted?
No, it's just the bar because of the soap stamping.
No, because he done, Ms. Rod done got him all hooked to body wash and stuff. But I'm still gonna get that soap wise discounted. I think we had something else that was discounted. Okay, high ass high soap. You
So
know,
this is a cold
are we
process
using
soap.
high with this soap because it's high axe high.
Hydrangea.
You know,
Is high ask high like Y ask Y?
no, we want to be high. Nah,
Ain't that type of high? Damn druggie.
saying she got high ass high. So I'm thinking about like that's coming out the tub.
I can't. So this is a cold processed soap. It's hydrangea is floral. It's a flower, so it's a very, very floral scent. It's very sweet. It has a sweet and vibrant smell, and it lingers a lot because cold processed soap, just like the oils, cold process is where no heat touches the soap. So the smell is just amazing, and it's so long lasting. It's ridiculous. But this is a cold process soap, which means it's the old school process of like maybe you've seen in Fight Club with the lye. They have the glycerin and then the fat from like a pig or a cow or whatever your source is for fat. But yeah, so this is a very old school process of soap making. It's called the cold process, and I love this soap. And the bar is really pretty too. 'Cause it's a pink and a purple that are swirled, so all the bars are swirled colors. It's really pretty.
I thought that's for men or women.
No, that's for women.
Oh, but the other one is for men, right? The one out the high axe high. That is how I'm talking about the Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre is that's a men's fragrance.
All
Yes,
right.
so that discounted bar would be for your son, but this one is a female fragrance. The full process.
These are all Christmas gifts, girl. So when you go on your put more stuff down, I got to go. Okay, we got the Be Very Quiet soap, and it got ghost milk in it. And I don't have to tell you the value of goat milk. But go ahead, baby.
So Be Very Quiet is Burberry. It's a men's fragrance. The bar itself is made of goat milk, which is great for its probiotics that help to repair the skin. So if you have any skin issues like cracking, men usually have issues with their skin. I know a lot of men that work on cars and they have like busted knuckles and things like that. So I make sure to try and put moisturizing soap bases with my men's fragrances. So goat's milk is why I chose that soap base for this bar. But the men's fragrance is fresh and energetic with notes of mint, thyme, and lavender. And this is also available in a fragrance oil or a body wash. But anybody familiar with Burberry, whether it's a women's or a men's fragrance, it's very luxurious. It's a very rich smelling fragrance. I like it.
I like it too. Okay, that's the last one. Okay, that's the last one.
Yay!
No, because you did a females one too. So let us know about that one.
Oh, did I? Hold on. I'm not getting anything when I'm hitting next.
That's what I said. I got me neither. That's what I said to you. Maybe that's the last soap.
Oh, I have some that I haven't put up yet. You were looking for your goat's milk, weren't you? I know you. Mm-hmm. I haven't posted it. I know you look like the type.
That doesn't mean you can't. But that's what I was looking for. But you gotta let the ladies know.
She's talking about. You forgot one. I got your soap, Tony. I just haven't posted it yet. I got a couple. So I have Maison Francois Curtis Jean. It's a Baccarat Rouge 540. I got Black Women. I haven't put on there yet. I've got Chloe Roses de Chloe. I've got so many women's fragrances, and they're all made. I just haven't posted them. So please be patient while I post the rest of that. I've got body scrubs. I've got T-shirts. I got all kinds of stuff. I got rolling trays coming. I got all kinds of stuff. So I'm just like having craft fun and trying to post everything.
When you post them, DM me so we can do the part 2.
I
It's
will
just
for sure.
But like I said, I'm gonna keep these things going on every day, and we're gonna have certain days when she let me know. We're gonna have certain promotion days where you use Tony T, which I prefer Sugar Love, but you can use Tony Dash T, and then you will get a percentage off. But you gotta keep watching and wait for when she come up with that. But she
That's
also
right. I just
that
took it
doesn't
down for now, but I'll put it back up closer to the holidays for sure.
for the holidays. But she still has stuff that's discounted. So you could check out her discount section. Even might be a couple of things. Guess what? She might add a couple other things on here and take off a couple of dollars. I don't know. But make sure you check out. Please drop me a link. I so enjoyed this. And we have to.
Thank you, Tony, so much. I appreciate it.
Hey, Rico, where you at, bro? We need for you to come on and buy some of this stuff. Y'all come peeping in here when y'all want to. Rico, you was sick. I'm so glad you're better. I keep you in my prayers, Rico. I really keep you in my prayers because I know you be going through a lot, bro. I know you be going through a lot. And last time you was in the hospital, I did a whole video. I did a whole video. Like, please get well. Please get better. We miss you. I don't play with my people that's on here. I don't play. I don't see y'all in too long. I be getting all worried and stuff. But it's good to see you, Rico. But now, I enjoyed this. And we're going to be doing this every week. But it might be on a Sunday or Saturday. But we will be doing these promotions every week. And then on my other channel, I'm just going to have, we don't have to say anything. We could just let it run. And I would do that earlier on in the day. But we're going to keep promoting this because on everybody else's channel, they keep their promotions, right? So why I can't keep my promotions?
Right.
They sponsor them. My sponsors sponsor me. But I know I got to get to that and get that. So there's a couple of things I got to get. We got to talk later. Because
yep.
We got to talk later because mainly for the holidays because you're basically my holiday woman that I'm going to.
I'll be that.
Seriously, if y'all want certain soaps and y'all want certain things that's on the soap, let her know. But again, you got to pay money because it's going to be just for you. But these soaps and stuff, it's how intricate and how she colored these things, especially the one with the lady. Can you imagine wrapping that up and giving it to somebody as a gift? Come on now. Don't be just thinking about yourself. Thank you so much. I'm doing okay. How about you and everybody? We're doing good, but I'm getting ready to end this chat. Please watch the rerun. If not, we're going to do it again next week. And then we're going to do it again. And then we're going to talk about a couple of other things that she has. And then we're going to talk about it again until we get the people start coming back in. But I'm going to end this. And then I'm going to start Miss Ride or Die. It's going to be all about Miss Ride or Die and how to save you some money. So please come back. And let's see how we can take this dollar and stretch it. And if you could stretch the dollar, then you could go to Anna Banana, right? And buy what you want. Yeah, but like I said, we got to support each other. No, come right back. Come right back, Rico. I'm coming right back on with Miss Ride or Die stuff. So, and then we should cover that really quick. But I'm only tuning out of here because I want each video to be about just one thing. So we're going to be doing this again. And then tomorrow or the next day, just if I come up early, I'm just going to let the play run on my other channel where they can see everything, they can learn about Let's Talk About Hair, porosity and stuff. And then if you don't know what your hair is, you can explain what it is, and maybe she can help you. You know, but I'm going to end this. Thank you so much, my sponsor.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you because what you're doing.
I'm going to get with you before I send out your packages to make sure we're on the same page about what you're receiving, and then I'll be sending that out because it's all ready.
Hold on, talk about that in a second. All right, please, guys, I'm going to come right back on with Miss Ride or Die. I'm going to come right back on Miss Ride or Die because we got to support Miss Ride or Die too, and she does save you. So I'm getting over here, and I see you guys.
Close that.
And we're going to see you guys in 2 minutes.
Yeah.